now recording.
Isn't that just the most amazing time? Hey, friend, I got a really good question for you.
What's that?
What's orange and sounds like a parrot?
What is orange and sounds like a parrot? What?
A carrot. Welcome back to the Get
I
Fresh
like
Food
that.
Podcast.
I don't hate that. I don't hate it. Okay.
Jeez. I don't hate it.
I don't hate it.
Welcome back to the Get Fresh Food Podcast. I am Big Fresh.
Hey y'all, what's up? I'm Crew.
Hey, crew, what it do?
Nothing much. I have been, same old, working as always. Just chilling, getting ready for Thanksgiving, kids out of school. So I just been vibing, trying to stay sane and paid. I was on that part. I was on TikTok, as I so often am, and I came across this video. And in this video, it was on a college campus. It was at Louisiana State University. So shout out to them.
LSU.
LSU. So the dude was going around and just interviewing people, and he was asking them what their favorite thing about Black women were. People were giving their various answers, so on and so forth. I would have to say, out of the whole video, my favorite one was probably this girl talking about her best friend's laugh. And how contagious it was. That was the best one. The rest of them hit a little different. Not so much. So the very first guy out the gate, video starts off. The guy was like, I like how they stick up for themselves and others, and how they will get loud if need be, and they'll go to bat, and they always have your back. And that's his favorite thing about Black women, is how they stick up for themselves and others. I said, okay. So, and then another dude,
defend yourselves.
Right. And then another dude was like, I like how they cook. I like that they can cook, because my grandmama cook, my mama cook, my auntie cook, my sister cook, my girlfriend cook. I love that Black women cook.
Very telling.
Very telling. My favorite one was this lady. She hits us with the I don't see race. She hits us with that in adults. She specified in adults she doesn't see race, but she works with kids, and she said the Black kids are more respectful, and that Black moms are just better because the Black kids that she works with are more respectful. And I'm watching this video and my face is like contorting. I'm like, what am I listening to?
Right.
First thing I do is go immediately. I run. I haul ass to the comments. When I tell you, a good 80% of the comments are eating this shit up. And I'm just like, am I the problem? Because I felt like I was the only person seeing issue in this video. There were so many comments talking about something. Yes, we needed this, that, and the other. Mind you, when I'm looking at the profiles, these are Black women that are saying this. These are other Black people that are saying this. They're eating this shit up. And I'm like, did we not watch the same video? And then it had me second guessing myself, like, is there something wrong with me? Like, why is that my immediate thing? And then I realized, no, y'all are just dumb. Can't be me. But like, honestly, watching that video, I was really just like taken aback.
Well, a few things. One, you're toxic, so that's why they were.
And I did take that into consideration. But also the general public, not that bright.
There you
COVID really did a number on people, and people are different now.
Yeah.
It is. And it just, there was so much to unpack. It was so much. And I was just like, what is happening? And I feel like, go ahead, what were you going to say?
I was going to say, you brought it to me and I felt the same way, so it's kind of different.
And that made me feel a little better. I was like, okay, not as toxic, but you're also toxic. So what does that say?
Says that there's a skewed voting system in America.
That part.
So there's that. I think what was cringy about it all was just watching people kind of course, most of the people were just of different races, just different races people. And then you get to some Black guy at the end talking about my mama know how to cook, my auntie. Like it was ridiculous. But
Yes.
like some people really gave comments like, they switch up their hair and their style every
Yeah.
day, and then like, their wigs are flawless, no, like they gave no notes and shit like that, and you're like, these all feel like a script, right? They all feel like generated ideas. And so
Yeah.
it's weird when you hear somebody say these things and they don't. I guess I wanted black women to be there to also
Yes.
give their input, to be like, not so much, right? Not too much.
Right.
Chill on me, right? Like all
Right.
this extra stuff. So it's like, I like it how you guys tolerate toxic masculinity. Like it kind of gave this that feeling the whole time. So
It
I
did.
totally understand it.
And then the dude who was interviewing is a black man. I'm like, I feel like as a black man, you really could have done a better job not to well, a better job in deciding what responses to share. Because
Yeah.
granted, those aren't the only ones. I'm sure you were out there for a bit of time and there was different responses, and I just feel like he could have did a better job, because I really feel like this is like perpetuating a narrative and I'm really sick of it. I am, like, especially the first one with how black women stick up for other people. I am here to let y'all know we are not
Mm.
sticking up for nobody else. Fight your own battles. Don't come looking to us. We don't got you. You're going to have to figure this one out for yourself from here on out. And it's like, yes, black women are strong and vocal. Yes, we are. But that strength, that's not for you. That's for us. And I feel like we're not going to share that no more. And just watching this, I was really like, oh, like I was so irritated watching this. Like, that's all y'all got? This is what you led with? And granted, you got to take everything on social media with a grain of salt. Honestly, take it with a pound of salt, really. Because a lot of this stuff out here is just a lot of fluff. But it felt like, I know you've seen in Kantu, but like Louisa, the strong
Mm-hmm.
one, it was giving
Yeah.
that. It was like, you give it to her. She can handle it. It's fine. That's what that first one, like out the gate. I was just like, this is a lie. This shit sucks. This is stupid and I don't like it.
So would you ask me the question and see if I have an answer for it?
Would I? Sure, go for it.
All right. So prompt your question. Go ahead.
What is your favorite thing about black women?
Well, first off, I'm glad you asked that question. Um, it's really difficult to pick one thing,
Okay.
but if I were to think of the number one thing that I like about black women, is the strength you show without having to feel like you have to be dominant. I think generally speaking, black women's strength is what I think of when I think of strong women. I think of black women.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't think of anybody being stronger than you. I don't think you tolerate BS. I don't think you go about life feeling that um, you have to take these hits because it's just how it goes. Like that's kind of the narrative. Everybody's like, you got to roll with the punches. Black women are like, I will swing back, motherfucker. So
That
I
part.
think I think the strength of black women is what is my favorite thing. So
Okay.
now,
I
if
like
one of
that.
those motherfuckers had answered like that, you'd probably be feeling like a little bit better.
I would. I would feel. I feel like it would. Yeah, I would feel a little better. But also, I feel like there is a huge narrative on black women in our strength. We're more than just strong, and we're also sometimes we're not. And I don't know. It's like it's a double edged sword. Because yes,
Mm-hmm.
we are strong, and a lot of the times we're strong because we have to be. Because there is nobody else to fall back on. It's us. We're the wall. We got to hold this shit up. So a lot of times the strength isn't a choice. And I feel like down the line, because there is that whole what is it, like hereditary trauma? I forget what the actual term is, but pretty much you
Mm-hmm.
pass down shit
Yeah.
and it sticks with you. So as like a community,
Generational.
yeah, generational
Yeah.
trauma, all of that. Yeah, there that's what it is. And I feel
Mm-hmm.
like strength kind of plays this, like been passed down. Started out because you kind of had to be, and now it's in a place like it really is like a double-edged sword, because yes, I do want to be looked at as strong because I am strong, but also at the same time, maybe not today, like maybe not every
Yeah.
day, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's why
Soft girl.
they
Yeah.
Okay, I've been trying to get into that. Life won't let me.
No,
But
no, it
yeah,
won't.
that video definitely was like. And then the one with the black kids being respectful almost came through my phone on some ghost dad shit. I said, "Bitch, I know you fucking lying."
So yeah, say come to my school.
Damn.
Kid trying to call me by my first name. I said, let's try that again.
The audacity.
I'll
These
tell
Gen
I'll
Alpha
tell kids they're on
kids.
strike six and they don't get
They
it.
don't get it.
Mm.
That's sad. What is this? This world is turning into Fallout 4. Like, legit.
Mm.
It's scary out here. But yeah,
No,
that's
I
what I've
feel
been
that.
on too. I've been on TikTok. I've been just living life. I haven't really. This weekend, I stayed inside. Did not do too much because I am still recovering from last weekend. So I
Mm.
have been here hanging out, just living life. That's it.
That's a
Nothing much
lie
to
because you
report.
definitely went out. You definitely went outside
I
yesterday, and
did. What's today? Did I go outside?
Sunday.
Oh, I did. Well, technically, I went outside to somebody else's house. I left my house to go to somebody else's house, so not really outside.
Inside,
I
outside.
went from inside of my house to inside of my car to inside of somebody else's car. It was minimal outsideness.
You're a
Minimal.
Scorpio, right?
Where you going with this?
It's- I'm just checking. I'm just checking because that's how it works,
You know
right?
good and damn well.
Uh-huh. All right, cool.
Where we going with this?
Not not any further. I'll tell you that.
Great. What have you been up to?
I've been outside.
Ooh, look at you.
Um, Yesterday we went to the final home game of the University of Maryland.
Wow.
Yeah,
The crowd goes
the ass
wild.
whooped, but it doesn't matter.
Oh,
Um, so if you didn't know, I used to be in a marching band,
yeah, you did.
and so a lot of my friends from college are marching band people, and so they put on a tailgate pretty much every home game, and they were like, "Hey, we want you to go to the last game." So I was like, "Fine. What time?" 6 a.m.
I'm sorry.
6
Why did they want you the pregame, like the tailgate started at 6 a.m.?
a.m.
What time was the actual game?
Usually like 11 or 12.
See, I was just drinking all them hours. Were y'all outside? It was like
Yes.
true tailgating.
Oh, the grill was on. The sternos were out.
Ooh,
The apple
that's kind of
cider
fun
was
though.
was hot. Yeah, see now you see now you
It
see you
is, but
feeling it,
just
right?
not at the 6 a.m. though. 6 a.m. is like, oh,
Oh, I
I'll be
got there
there.
at 7. They was no, I live 15 minutes down the street from the school.
Oh,
I took a
nice.
Uber, and
Smart.
the Uber was about $15.
Period.
So I said, "Bet I'm taking the Uber." It was a great time. I got to see people who live in like so many different states and everything like that. They all came through, and it was great. Um, I got ready to take an Uber back, and let's just talk about it.
Okay. Okay.
Let's
Over
just let's
here.
just let's just talk about it. First off, I took the Uber to get to the school. The
Right.
Uber, I gave them a particular address. There is a Subway,
Mm-hmm.
not the station, the fuck ass
Like
restaurant.
actual, yeah. And I do
Yeah,
mean fuck ass.
fuck ass. That is right. Like almost on campus, right? Like it's really adjacent to the campus. Where the road for the subway is here, and if you walk off and go straight into the campus,
Mm-hmm.
that's where their tailgate is, and that's where they always are.
Okay.
The Uber takes me to the front of the school, and then the guy had the all damn audacity to look me in the face and go, "Should I drop you off at the stop sign?" I said, "This is not it. Like, we're nowhere near it. We have to go to the address." And he's like, "Is
Right.
this?" So this is a common thing, and I'm bringing this up because I don't know if my new gripe is with Google Maps
Mm.
or with Android phones. But one way or another, I'm gonna get real fucking upset because I put in an address and then they go and they'll use like their different. They won't use the Uber map. They'll use like a different map, and it'll be a whole thing.
A whole thing.
So I had to get them to place me on another side of the campus. so that I could
What?
walk over to the place that I needed to be.
How long was the walk?
Probably like a 7 minute walk. Not nothing crazy. But it's a big ass campus. I literally was just like, hey, just drop me off at the student center. I'll walk over there.
Yeah.
It wasn't a big deal. Had a great time. Got pretty lit.
Yes, got lit.
I I'm looking for an Uber to go back, right? Because I'm like,
Yeah.
let me not burn my phone out. Because if I want to do all the shit, Uber said, oh yeah, we can be there in about 7 minutes. I said, bet.
All right.
How much? $37.
Ooh, you know them prices spike.
Spike, and they spike on location, and they spike on location and time.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to leave the campus. They said double. I said, okay.
Mm.
Hey, would you mind dropping me off? He's like, yeah, no problem. I said, cool. Yeah, I'm not spending that much money because I've done things like that for my friends where I had to take a Uber and had to come all the way down. Just because, like, if you've ever had to be at a university for a tailgate, price gouge central. They
Oh,
don't let you park.
absolutely.
They don't let you park on campus unless you have a pass. And if you have a pass, you have to have the right pass to get to the right places.
Damn.
So when people tailgate, they park all alongside this main road that
Mhm.
leads to the school, and then they just walk up like, friend, if I could just, I am going to like Google Maps you, like I'm going to show you the like Google Earth
Like the
vision
okay, yeah, that would be
to
helpful.
show you all of this road that gets packed with cars and where people end up walking up, and it's disgusting to stand outside in 40-degree weather to scream at a game that some people are going to go to, because the stadium wasn't packed. It was senior day, and the stadium wasn't
Oh,
packed.
I feel like with tailgates, me personally, just because I'm not like a huge sports watcher, so I feel like tailgating. A lot of it is just the camaraderie of it all. Like I feel like yes, you're there to watch the game, but you're there to watch the game with these people, drink the drinks. It's a whole experience.
No, it absolutely is.
Yeah.
It's super fun when you got people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There were there were people at the tailgate I didn't know. There were people at the tailgate who knew me.
Come on, famous. Upper
We
Mars.
from Mars.
Upper
We
Mars.
It's really weird, and I don't know if I've told you this part of the story before, but like there is a when I left that school,
Mm.
I was transferring,
Okay.
and I won't go into great details. I'll wait for like a trauma episode so we can actually go into stuff. Yeah,
There's a trauma
but
episode.
th- th-
There is now.
we're gonna make sure that we are friends, to the tomb. So we have to have at least one trauma episode where we
These
just
are
go through
facts.
stuff.
We should do the one with the
So,
candy.
oh fuck,
Just have our individual bowls.
just and I'm bringing Skittles.
Let's do it. But with liquor. We'll figure it out. What were you gonna
We'll
say?
figure it out. No, we'll definitely figure
Mm-hmm.
it out. This is a simple version of what pretty much happens all the time to me. So we there were 6 people that lived on campus,
Mm-hmm.
and we all had this house together that was just right off campus. The
Ooh.
same year that we had decided to live in this house, I had to transfer out of the university.
Oh no.
So now I have to find a new university, and that new university is like 35 minutes away. That same summer, I totaled my truck.
Damn.
So now I don't have a car,
Right.
and I'm not going to school next door,
Right. Oh.
and everything's happening. But everybody else who lives in the house, except for one person, is in marching band. So there are 2 people who would. So 5 out of 6 of us were in marching band.
Okay.
I'm no longer in marching band, so now there's 2 people out. So now when people are going to practice and stuff like that,
Mm.
either I'm chilling at the house waiting for school to start or whatever, and just trying to get everything organized. So the big deal is that this girl has showed up, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we'll call her Ashley. And so Ashley comes in and she's sitting on the couch. So the way our house was, it was split level. Once you walk in, you have upstairs, and then you immediately have downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm walking upstairs, the railing, and I see a girl sitting on the couch. And I hear stuff in the kitchen, so I'm assuming that the other person in the kitchen has to be one of the house members because
Right. Who's
that
this random girl on the couch?
right. What the hell is going on? Right. So
Right.
so I hit up the steps and Ashley goes, "Oh, hi, Fresh." Right. Calls me by my government name.
Right. But you don't know her though.
No.
That's a problem. That would scare me.
Well, very much because my reaction is Dusty reaction.
Like shit.
So my Dusty reaction was,
Who are you?
you don't get you don't get to just do that. Like
Oh, that is Dusty.
because I knew of the person, but I never met them.
Okay.
And I knew of it and I went,
Jesus.
you we ha- we haven't been introduced. You don't just get to do that like unless
Right.
it's followed by like your name and you're introducing yourself. You don't just get to
Right.
say. That's what bothered me in the back of my head was thinking like, you don't live here. You don't. So my friend was in the kitchen. He comes out, does all this stuff. So I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
but that was a common thing. We'd have parties. People would say hi to me, and I'm like, why? Why do people know who I am? I've never met any of you.
Right.
I've met the people who you've met.
Right.
Why did they know? Because everybody gossiped about me leaving
Oh.
because I was supposed to be drum major.
Oh. Oh.
Well,
Oh.
one of three. I got voted in
Oh shit.
and had the most votes, and it was a whole
And you
thing.
were leaving. Yeah, I
And I
bet
was
that would be
leaving.
a whole thing.
So now you got a whole class of new freshmen that come in who all want to be like,
No whispers.
"Hey," right? And you're like,
Mm-mm.
"Nah." I used to put signs up that was like, "Hey, don't pass this door at parties." I caught three people in my actual bedroom talking, and they were like, "Sorry, man, we were just looking for a quiet place." And I was just like,
Get the fuck out.
"So the best place is outside. Get out."
That
Like,
part. That literally that
so
part.
I said, "Y'all gotta get out." Y'all walked past my sign, and like it was a music stand that was here with a
So you had to
big.
move it.
Yeah, you had to walk around the goddamn thing to do it because it's a
Fuck.
narrow hallway. They walked in my room, so then I was like, "All right, cool."
I'd regret
Locking my
that.
room for every single opportunity whatsoever. So, yeah, we'll go into more details about that,
Yeah, that sounds like trauma.
but
That's
yeah.
people. Goddamn. I was gonna say when you were talking about like them knowing your name, I was like, that sounds like somebody was talking shit. Cause why you know my name? Who like you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's giving you gave a description. You gave you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? So that's what I was thinking when you were saying that. I was like, it's giving somebody was talking shit. So when you said they were gossiping, yes, that was
I
evident.
very,
Hot
I
ass
very much
mess.
felt that. I felt like it was, but every time I heard about it, or I would ask a person about it, their response was always like, "Oh, we know you because we heard that you were supposed to replace the other drum major that's up there."
So hearsay. Got it. A hot
Right,
mess.
because people would complain about that drum major,
Oh.
and then they'd be like, "Yeah, so and so should have been so and so," and then I'd
Damn.
walk around and I'd just be like, "All right, cool," and they'd be like, "Oh, that guy,"
Oh,
and they're like,
that's
"Yeah,
the one. Oh,
oh,
okay.
that's the one." So then, so it was always
It
like
was
this.
yeah, okay.
Everybody knows. So the reason why I brought that up was we were at the tailgate, and it's getting to the end of the tailgate, and
Mhm.
this a set of parents were over there. They're like talking to one of my friends, and they're hugging them and doing all their stuff, and they're like, "See you," and they say bye to me, and I'm like, I've I've never met these parents in my life. I've never met them in my life.
Who are all
I
these
look,
people?
I'm like, who? Janet, Marty. I had never met them before, so I literally went to my friend. I was like, "Is whose parents are those?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, yeah, that's John's parents." And I was like,
Wow.
"I wasn't section leader when John was in band.
That's
How
crazy.
does John's parents know who I
So
am?"
what you're saying is you're a legend.
One of.
Okay, come on. That's a subtle flex. A humble brag, if you will.
I mean, my picture is up in the band office.
A legend. So next time I see you, I'm going to go ahead and get your autograph so I can sell it on eBay.
That's a
Allegedly.
good move.
Hell yeah.
Allegedly,
Or
yeah.
I'm going to do an Amazon storefront or some shit. But yeah, it's coming. So let me get that. Let me get that John Hancock.
All right. Please don't speak to me that way.
Well, you cussed at
So
me earlier, so.
that's that's fair. We'll
Uh-huh.
go one for one.
All right, cool. We're even. Love that.
Okay, so before we get into all the other stuff, I'm gonna tell you what we're doing at school. So,
Ooh,
and these fuck ass kids, we have 2 days next week.
really? So y'all have to go in? Because my
Monday,
kids are
Tuesday.
out the whole week.
Nope. Monday, Tuesday.
Why?
We have to go in. I've always been like that.
Really?
College, high school. It's always Monday, Tuesday, and you get Wednesday through the rest of the week off. So they always do that. Parents will not send their kids sometimes.
Hell yeah.
And so you have to make a functional decision. Do I have a rehearsal on those 2 days?
Mm.
Right? Is it worth it? Because what do they retain? Yeah, exactly. What do they retain in those 2 days that will be
Right.
useful to us? Or do you do something else, right?
Movie day.
Movie day is going to be the answer.
Have them watch
But
Whiplash.
that's another story. I'll tell you that story later. That's a really. I'll tell you that story right goddamn now. So, one of my. We were in the middle of rehearsal. We're in the middle of rehearsal, and I'm going. Do you hear the metronome? Do any of you hear the metronome? Right?
Mm-hmm.
We're not with the metronome. It's clicking, and you guys are just doing. And the metronome is not just deet deet. It's literally 1, 2, 3,
Oh
4. Like it's
God.
loud, right? My trombone player in 7th grade goes, "Are you rushing or are you dragging?" I looked at him. I go, "How you know that?" I said. He goes, "What?" I said, "You see Whiplash?" He goes, "Yeah." I go, "Why have you seen Whiplash?"
I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps when you
Oh,
said that, bruh. What?
bruh. The moment he
What?
admitted to seeing Whiplash, I went, "You, you might just be cool enough." All right, that's fine. Well, because I know his dad, and I'm just like, that makes sense. Like he's
That's
got a military
hilarious.
family, so
Oh
like
shit. Oh
he's
okay.
not. Yeah, he's probably heard way worse.
I was gonna say he's not a normal kid. It's not average kid right here.
No,
Okay.
no, no. He's still trying
Wow.
to hide. So it's
That's funny as a
so
bitch.
so so I'm thinking to myself, like, I know kids, like some parents would be like, Tuesday, we're not bringing our kids, like whatever, right? They
Yeah.
like to do that shady stuff. So we have to think as an educator not to give them something
Yeah.
of too much merit, right? Because you have to be a real a-hole to be like, let's get these tests in on Tuesday.
I the most hated teacher at that school for
Yeah.
everybody. Cause why would you do that?
So I have a Christmas tree,
Mm-hmm.
and they're gonna set up the Christmas tree.
Oh, fun.
So
Maybe. Oh, I
I,
thought it was like a twist or something. I don't know with you sometimes.
right, and then they're gonna have to play music based on the size of the tree.
I'm just saying,
For science. No,
I'm crying.
I think if I rush to work tomorrow, go to like Walmart and get a bunch of uh ornaments and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
If they have kits that'll let them design it or whatever,
Oh.
I'll let them put their own stuff on the tree.
Oh, that's fun. I was
And
gonna
then
ask if
order
you had
some
like
lights.
musical ornaments or just like, standard
I
Christmas ornaments.
I never I never got them, so I can just place that order during like this week.
Yeah.
And then because December 1st is December 2nd
I
is
think it's
Monday.
Monday. Yeah. That sounds right. That feels right.
Yeah, December 2nd is Monday. They'll just put the music ornaments up,
That'd be cool.
and then I'll try to line the classroom with lights because I've shown you how big the
Festive,
classroom is.
yeah.
Like
Did they fix the
big,
ceiling?
they did.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
They
And if
did.
y'all don't know what we're talking about, go back was like a couple episodes ago.
Yes,
Yes, and we talked about it there.
because I was going to elbow somebody and
It
they
was
didn't
getting
make it.
dark and ugly, not dark and
Yeah,
lovely.
not dark and lovely.
Dark and ugly. People was trying it. Yeah, I love festivities, so I'm excited to hear that you're gonna decorate. That's so fun. I
Oh yeah.
I want to get a new Christmas tree. And I keep saying that, and every year the same one goes up. Nothing's wrong with it. I just would like one of those. I saw this really cool one. It was pre lit, and the LED lights. It had an app to go with the tree, so you can like kind of customize it. I thought that shit was so cool.
I
Way
love
too
that so much.
expensive, but very cool.
Yeah.
And yeah, I want a tree like that. I hope one
Um.
day, not I hope, but one day I will have several different kind of Christmas trees. I would have a big one when you walk in, real big
Hmm.
one, real nice one, and then I'm gonna have like maybe like a a themed kitchen one. Maybe I just want multiple Christmas trees, and I want a pink Christmas tree somewhere, and then I'll have like a game room, like a little office that'll have a Christmas tree in it. I love festive shit. I just want to decorate all the time.
Okay.
I'm very excited
I've
to decorate.
I've never seen a pink one.
Really? They're really fun. They're very fun, whimsical, if you will, but they're really cool. I've seen people that have Christmas trees up all year round, and it's not technically a Christmas tree, but it is just like a holiday tree. So every holiday they'll decorate it for that holiday, but the tree itself stays up all year, which I thought was a cute little thing. I don't think I would ever do that though, but it's cute. Cute little idea.
I think it could work. I think I'm not really a big festive person. That's also in the trauma episode, but
We touched on that a little bit a long time ago.
a long time ago.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, yeah. But I'm doing it literally for the kids.
I love
So
that. Yeah, I'm happy to hear you're decorating.
yeah, somebody had just before we dive in, somebody had made like some comment that like, oh, was it Greg Popovich? Oh yeah, they talked about Greg Popovich. So
Mhm.
coach of the San Antonio Spurs.
Mhm.
He's like, how is it that you know what is it like coaching Tim Duncan and Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker? These like big name
Yeah.
stars. Like, how do you do that so well? And he's like, well, people see me coaching these people for like 2 hours every game and
Yeah.
doing that, but they don't see me going to the Virgin Islands for his wedding, or they don't see me going to this place, to France for so and so's, bat mitzvah or whatever. Like they don't see me going to all those
Yeah.
things because he goes, I love them harder than I coach them.
Oh, that's beautiful. That needs to be like on a somewhere on a wall. I love that.
Right. I don't know if I'm gonna do that. It's just-
I feel like
uh,
you definitely have it in you to do that. I 100% believe you have it in you. I do. I don't know why Goodwill Hunting keeps coming up, but that is you. You I'm just saying it is. And then
friend, I don't have a problem doing it. I I think my problem is that I'm misaligned. So my misalignment is I expect them to work their ass off in a situation where I go in and give my all
yes,
to them.
yes.
And I can't always expect that from every single one.
Not in
But do
middle
I go to
school.
right, but that's the thing is that there are middle school programs where the teacher isn't going to their
Yeah.
performances or their
Their
football games and
games.
stuff like that,
Right.
and they're getting more results than I'm
Oh.
getting. And that's
Oh.
that bothers me, right?
That
It's
would bother
like
me too. Yeah, that's like
so now I have to, and it's the plight of black in America
ooh.
is giving twice as much to get the bare minimum of results. So like I
Preached.
don't right? So like I hate the feeling of knowing that some people could come in every day in a polo shirt and khaki pants and have this structure where they have multiple teachers helping out different sections and they're
Mhm.
doing all the stuff and then they go perform at a conference and they sound like a semi-professional group and then I come in with half the amount of instruments
Mhm.
and half the dedication and I'm like yeah, I'll go to your basketball game, Johnny. And then they're like, wow, Mr. F came to my motherfucking and I'm like,
Right.
yeah,
Right.
I guess I'll practice this. How do I do this? And they're like,
So close. So close.
you gotta fight for that. And they'll be like, I'm taking my time off to come see you score 2 points. Go do what I asked you to do. But see
Please.
that, so I think really like somebody's gonna argue with me one day, and they're gonna say that yeah, um, just some people are in just different situations, and you got to work with what you got. And you know what? They're right. You do have to work with what you
You
have,
do. You do.
but
Yes.
but you also have to foster what you have.
Oh, yes. That part. Yes.
And while I may not have very expensive seeds to grow very exotic plants, the plants I grow should have a great foundation no matter what.
Yes. I agree. 100%. Yes.
So what I was doing was I was trying to give my group music that was above their level,
Mm-hmm.
but it was going to take me a lot longer to get them to this point. What I'd rather do,
Mm-hmm.
because if you're a visual person, I'll put it here for you. Here's where the group is.
Mm-hmm.
Here's where I think they should be.
Okay.
My group will now work on music that's here and perfect it in that amount of time
Mm-hmm.
while also learning the music that's up here. And when they do that, it'll scaffold and build so that while they're still reaching for this, all of this is getting strengthened.
Yes.
So all of the grade one, because we do it based on grade level, so we call them
Mm-hmm.
1 through 6. This is just like the levels of music. Grade one music, grade two music. I think my group should be at a grade two. They're not. I'm fundamentally teaching them all the foundational stuff for grade two
Mm-hmm.
while giving them grade one music.
Got you. Okay. Got you. Got you. Got you.
Right?
Yeah.
Because I tell them all these ideas and I say, has anybody ever ran with ankle weights? And they'll go, no.
Mm-hmm.
I said, see, that's the thing. If I push you now to do the absolute most, by the time the concert gets here, it's going to feel like a weight has been lifted off of you because you're not going to have to do so much. And when you don't
Right.
have to do so much, it doesn't sound like you're trying, you're just performing.
Right.
So it just kind of goes that way. And it's just about building a foundation that's true to themselves.
Yes. And
Yeah.
then in the long run, that definitely helps when
Yeah.
you want to expand on and go further with other stuff, even when they're not in your class. I get that. That makes a lot of sense.
Exactly.
That makes
So
a lot of sense.
those other kids that I'm trying to be like,
Yeah.
they're at a grade 3, grade 4 level. So that's the difference. I keep trying to compare myself to people. But this is how I always lived.
Yeah.
I try to compare myself to professionals and not people that were on my level.
Right. I think that's healthy. And I feel like
Yeah.
that works for you. And I feel like well, are you doing these methods with the sixth graders or just across the board?
You know which methods?
Well, not
Like,
methods, but the building to get them to where you want them to be and then kind of slowly like are you trying to do that within this year or over like the
okay,
years? You know what I'm saying? Like so if they are
yeah.
sixth graders then you have them 6, 7, 8, or if they're eighth graders then you just have this time to do it. Is this something you're like slowly trying to do with them or are you kind of all of the above as
Okay,
it
so
applies?
I'm gonna try to make sure we're all on the same page,
Yeah.
right? So the 6th grade level is either made up of people who have never played before or kids who have played 1 to 2 years.
Okay.
Because I have to go to the elementary side and figure out what they're learning, what they're actually doing, and what they're capable of,
Mhm.
I have to determine whether my 6th graders are going to have to go through a whole new regime of
Mm.
like reinforcing a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Because if they don't have foundation, I have to
You have
go
to build
back and
it.
teach foundation.
Right.
So 6th graders get complete foundation, but everybody gets a form of foundation. So we
Gotcha.
have a thing called a foundation warm up, and there's like a set 1 through 5.
Mm-hmm.
And so my seventh and eighth graders are on set 5.
Okay.
My beginners are on set 1. My semi-advanced sixth graders are on set 3.
Okay, I got you.
So I have a foundation for all of them to be working on certain tactics and ideas. The problem is that every year I get sixth graders, I have to assess the hell out of them to figure out what they know. And if they come in
Yeah,
and they don't know anything, then I spend the entire year
building
building a
that foundation.
foundation to then create what is my seventh grade band. And then my
Gotcha.
seventh grade, right? So, right this year, my seventh and eighth grade band will both be performing together
Oh,
because they're that good.
period. Okay.
Like they're that good. So like
Okay.
when they're supposed to have their own group.
Uh huh.
My seventh graders got built up to a level. My eighth graders got built up to a level. They
They
can
can play
fortify.
together.
The
Nice.
six, the beginners and everybody else, they have to build this foundation like crazy. And when they build that foundation and they start working on tone and they're working on all this stuff and they're
Yeah.
working on rhythms and all that stuff, then you put literature that looks like the warm up.
Mm.
And then you go, oh, I'm not trying to teach them something in the music that they've never seen before.
Right.
We've been working on this every day that we come in. So when they show me that they can blast through a warm up, then the warm up gets harder. And
As it
then when they
should.
work, and then when the warm up gets harder, the literature gets harder. So when they show me that the warm up is too easy, then I can put music in front of them and go, all right, well, then apply it. If it's so easy, then apply it.
Right. Put your little
So
natural flavor into it.
exactly. So some kids looked at me when I assigned a piece. They were like, "Oh, this part is so hard. This part's so difficult." And I went, "I don't believe in something being difficult. I believe it's something you haven't practiced yet."
That part.
So speaking of bad practices, friend, I have a question for you.
Yeah, what's up?
If you were to make an apple pie,
Yes.
would you put apples in it?
Yes, I would.
Okay, that seems like a logical thing, right?
Seems very logical.
Because it says apple pie.
Yeah, it's an apple pie. You would naturally want to put the apple in the apple pie. It makes sense
Makes
to
sense.
me. Yeah.
It makes sense to me. Why did we all grow up knowing that there's no goddamn ginger in ginger ale,
You know,
and and we were okay with it?
just it was I feel like as a kid, of course, we didn't know that. But at some point in time, we realized there's no actual medicinal properties in ginger ale. There's no ginger in
Yeah.
here. It's but that still doesn't negate the fact that every time we got sick, I'm drinking ginger ale.
Mm-hmm.
It's something in there. It soothes the tummy. Ginger ale does
Mm-hmm.
what it needs to do.
It's the
And
bubbles.
it works.
It's the bubbles.
It's the
The
bubbles.
it's the bubbles. See,
Y-
growing up as a Caribbean,
Come on, Caribbean.
all right, growing up as a natural Caribbean, we had ginger beer,
hmm
which was fermented just like every other type of
Beer.
soda and ale and beer and things
Yeah.
like that. So when it happens, those bubbles are different. They're not carbonated in the sense of like we poured carbonated water in this.
Right.
That's a
Look.
natural fizz. That's a kombucha type.
Oh, I love me some kombucha.
Yeah. So when we got ginger beer, especially because it's the holidays, that's really when we start pushing ginger beer.
Mm.
I just wait to get sick and be like, "Hey, mom, can I have some ginger beer?" Like, my mom always used to make fun of me for when I get sick because I always call her Bob
Oh,
because my
instead of
nose.
mom. Oh, that's funny.
She's like, "I was who's Bob?" And I'm like, "That making fun of me. I can't talk." So, but yes, you bring up a great story about ginger ale. Can we
Yes,
lead into that?
absolutely. So, in in the spirit of everything that we thought we knew getting taken from us, ginger ale is being sued. So it is the Canada Dry and the Schweppes
Mm.
version of ginger ale. Shorty in California, she is suing them because there's no actual ginger in ginger ale. And she's saying that it was mislabeled because it says natural ginger flavor or naturally flavored on the products. And I don't know if she took it to a lab, her lawyers, whomever. It was lab tested and it was uncovered that malic acid, which is one of the ingredients listed on the packaging,
Mm-hmm.
was in the sodas. And so she's saying because it doesn't naturally occur in the wild, it's false advertising, it's misleading, and it's a synthetic chemical. And she's very much so upset that there is this malic acid in ginger ale and there's no actual ginger in it. And it is pretty much what she is saying is because it says naturally flavored or natural ginger flavored. She's saying that that is not the case. And y'all are wrong and y'all are lying. And so she's suing Canada Dry and Schweppes.
See, that's the thing, right? So they're talking about the whole malic acid thing,
Yeah,
and it is there are natural and synthetic versions of it, but they're saying that they're using the
the
synthetic one
synthetic
because
one.
it's cheaper.
Right.
Now, now we're fighting this. Apparently, Canada Dry has been sued before.
Really? I did not know that.
2019, they reached a
For the same thing?
11.2 because they had claimed it was they had a settlement to resolve claims that their ginger ale doesn't contain real ginger in
Okay.
2019. And they said because of this, right?
Yeah.
Because they said, I'll read it. The lawsuit alleged that consumers paid a premium on the soda, especially because they thought it had ginger, which is known for health benefits like stomach calming. So ginger is supposed to do the thing that it's supposed to
Yeah.
do.
Ginger itself is
But
great.
it's wonderful
Yes.
and you have to use it. But it
In
said, but
everything,
the
but yes.
lawsuit, that and garlic, but people, let's not talk about it. Lawsuits claim that in it actually the soft drink only has flavors that imitate ginger, but doesn't have ginger itself. So it doesn't even. They're telling you in 2019 that the cost of their soda was so high because it said that it had ginger, and people were getting it
Because
because
they
of the
thought.
reason to have ginger. This is what
Right.
class action lawsuits love to do. They make a big claim and they go, and you've affected millions, so we need millions.
Mm-hmm.
So they straight up said because of the settlement, Canada Dry will have to be more specific with how they talk about ginger in relation to their product, needing to use words like taste, extract, or flavor when representing ginger as an ingredient.
So have they done that? She's saying pretty much that they haven't, is what she's saying.
Yeah, see, that's what she's saying is that it didn't happen like that. And I
Hmm.
guess it made it. I guess it made it so much worse. I'm gonna tell you what made it so much worse is that I think specifically the Keurig was the other issue. So you know those companies that like the Soda Streams.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So there's no way that any of those Soda Stream like liquid. I've always called like the Coke Freestyle things just big ass soda printers
Yeah.
because if you've ever opened up one, they
Mm-hmm.
literally pull out a cartridge that looks just like a printer cartridge and is just
Yeah.
for syrup.
Yes. It's
So
crazy.
so whenever you have stuff like that, there's no way that they were putting actual ginger in those cartridges and they weren't getting messed up.
That
Not a
part.
chance.
My thought process is they've already been sued for this and they've come to an agreement. So now I know I think this is criminal cases. I'm not 100% sure what type of case, but there's a thing called double jeopardy, where if you've already been brought to trial for something and
Yes.
the outcome is done, you cannot be tried again for the same thing. Unless you do it again. Like you can't have that
Right.
exact same case brought up. It's already said and done. So I don't know if they have, anything like that applies when it comes to class action lawsuits. Because if they've already addressed it, what are you? What more do you want from me? Like, what else are they supposed to do? Like, because at that point, if there is no class action version of Double Jeopardy, then people can just keep suing. Like, what is the
Well,
stipulation? What was the stipulation on the previous one? Was it just money? Like, what was?
$11.2 million,
Yeah,
and
was
then
it
they
just that?
said words.
And then they said words.
Well, no, I'm
Anything
saying
to be
it's
said.
11.2. It was $11.2 million,
Right.
and you had to make sure that it said taste
Taste.
or shit like that.
I
So
don't
you
see that
had to
on
be.
here.
Ooh.
Like, I'm looking at
Well,
the
you're
can
not
itself,
looking hard enough.
the nutrition facts. I mean, yeah, I see words. I don't see anything that says
Unless you're calling them
extract.
out twice.
I mean, me personally, I didn't drink the Canada Dry version of ginger ale. Um,
Mm-mm.
mm-mm. But I don't see it on here. I'm looking it up.
Well, I'll tell you what happened, friend, because I have the details.
Oh, details at 11.
All right, in class action lawsuit in Canada. In early 2019, a class action lawsuit was filed in Canada against Canada Dry for alleged misleadingly labeling its ginger ale. The
Mm,
lawsuit was filed by Victor Cardoza, who claimed he bought the drink on a doctor's
you're
recommendation
lying.
to help with stomach trouble. Canada Dry settled the lawsuit for $200,000, but did not change its product labeling or advertising in Canada. In response to similar lawsuits in the United States, Canada Dry removed the made from real ginger claim from its labels.
Oh, so they was out here lying through their teeth. Wow.
They were. Literally, Canada Dry made from Keurig Dr. Pepper.
Keurig Dr. Pepper. That does
I'm just
not
saying.
sound good.
No, that's doesn't sound hot.
That sounds real nasty,
It
real
sounds hot.
lukewarm.
They said literally it said it included a natural flavor extract made from ginger root. But like they just kept trying. And as soon as you
That's
say that it's
crazy.
made with real ginger and it doesn't have it, they gonna beat your ass.
Beat your ass and hide the Bible if God watching.
That it said the subjectivity of how much ginger is necessary before a product can be fairly described as being
Hey,
made from real ginger
that's valid.
prompted one author to quip that the truth is in the lie of the beholder.
They need to come on this podcast. What
Cause they
was their
serving up
name?
tea.
Okay, because I would like to speak to them. Because that
I
was
like
a
this.
word.
That's his name is Gary Nears
Sorry
with a
to that
G.
man.
Sorry to
What a
that man.
name. What a name. I okay, so while we are on the topic of beverages,
Mm-hmm.
and this is our Thanksgiving episode. When you guys are seeing this, hopefully it is with your family and hopefully you'll have big plates of food in front of you.
Mm.
Now, there are two kind of people in this world.
Oh God.
You have the people that absolutely love eggnog. Then you have the people that absolutely hate it. Which one are you? And then which one do you think I am? But which one are you?
Oh, that's rough. Okay. All right, friend. Let me take a look. Let me take a look.
Anytime you start out with "all right, friend," I know I'm
All
in for
right.
something.
Yeah. All right. So I'll tell you what I am.
Yeah.
Every winter, we go and search at Wegmans. You ever been to Wegmans?
No, but we have them here.
Okay, cool. So every year, we go and search for Wegmans, and they have a lactate version of eggnog
Oh,
that is lactose free,
yeah.
straight up. And we will buy 8 bottles of that shit.
Does it taste the same?
Absolutely.
Oh,
So here's the other thing about lactate milk and stuff like that.
yeah.
Um, don't get surprised by anything. they will literally make you feel like it goes through a whole new process. You know how they have you know how they have lactose pills for
Yeah.
people that are like, oh, lactose intolerant?
Mm?
They're literally just pouring that into the milk
Wow.
because it's an enzyme. Like that's the whole thing.
Yeah, yeah,
So they're
yeah.
just going, here's the product plus the thing,
Right.
and then here you go. It's not that big of a deal. It's just milk
Oh.
with the pill inside of it.
I stopped drinking cow's milk a while ago, mainly because of something that I saw, and I was like, yeah, that's it for me. I'm done. And I watched way too many documentaries, and I watched one, and I didn't eat anything for a really long
Mm.
time. I had water and like lettuce. I said, oh my god, they're killing us. But
Oh my God, they're
I've
killing
gotten
us.
better. But anyway, so I drink almond milk. When I do drink milk, I don't really crave milk, but I'll drink almond milk
Hmm.
mostly. But also I still eat ice cream, so I'm not really doing fucking anything. So
Damn,
yeah,
damn.
yeah, I'm very self aware about that. I know. So you guys
That's
get
cool.
8 bottles.
So we get 8 bottles. So it's clear to me, based on that information, that you don't bang with eggnog anymore, or you probably never did.
Oh no, I fucking love eggnog.
Oh, fuck out of here. Do you have a particular brand? And if it's Southern Comfort, we have an issue.
No, I do like Southern Comfort. That's not my favorite. My favorite? Ooh, I don't think.
Please.
Hold on, let me think. Let me think. Actually, let me pull up the brands because let me tell you how much I fuck with eggnog. I remember one
Ooh.
year they I don't know if they still do it, but McDonald's used to have like this eggnog milkshake. And I went
Yeah.
searching for it because the one that was by me didn't have it. So I said, "Oh, we're going on a mission." And then on top of that, I be fucking with eggnog ice cream. I love
Mm-hmm.
eggnog. Let me see. So Mayfield, I think that's one, but that's not like it's not. Which one is it? I know it by look. It's not Horizon. It's in a
Mm.
bottle,
It's in a bottle.
like instead of a
Okay.
carton.
Okay. Turkey
Um,
Hill.
it's not Turkey Hill. I don't think it's Turkey
Okay.
Hill. Hold on. It no, friend, it is Southern Comfort. But it's not.
I'm so sick.
Oh no, Turkey Hill is in a it might be Turkey Hill.
I thought Turkey Hill was a carton. No,
No, no, no.
Turkey Hill's in a
It's a bottle.
bottle.
Oh wait, no, 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 no. Here it is. What is this? What is this? It's this one. Who are you?
What is it?
It's got a red cap. Who is that? And it's a
Bruh.
green. It's not zoomed in. Who are you? Is that it? That's not it. I don't. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all
I'm so shook by you by saying this.
because it's like I can't see. Okay, let me just show you.
Please, because now I'm getting thrown.
Okay, so it's this one right here. This little green dude. The little cinnamon sticks on it. On it. Let me
Hold up,
see.
hold up.
See if I can zoom
There's
into
no,
this bitch.
there's no way.
What
And
is
then you're
that?
not seeing it either.
Cause it's the red top with this little thing with the sticks. That shit's good. Because it has the green the
Oh,
pretty whatchamacallit in it. Um
I've seen that
what the
before.
fuck? Oh my god, it's so good. You gotta have the eggnog. It's got the black dots. I don't know if it's
With
vanilla bean or cinnamon.
oh
I don't know
my
what the fuck it
friend,
is. It's so good. That's the one.
it's gonna be cinnamon. It's gonna be
Oh,
allspice.
so good. I have a story. I have a story. I don't know if I've ever told you this, but I have
Oh
loved
God,
eggnog my whole entire life. And I remember one time I thought that I could just make it at home because I was like,
I was
no,
gonna ask you if you've
don't.
ever tried to.
I did, and it went,
Okay,
it went so bad. It was
show south,
to preface this. I was a child, did not
of
know any
course.
better. So I had milk, I had eggs, then I had got some sugar and vanilla extract, and I mixed it all up, added some cinnamon on top. The nastiest shit I've ever had in my life. It was so gross. Cause who
I'm
told
gonna
me to
say
put egg in a damn drink? Cause eggnog. I just thought it was egg milk and some sugar and some other flavors and shit. That was not it. That's not it.
no, it is not it at
It
all.
was
I'm very
so
afraid.
bad. So
Of all
bad.
the things that I'm afraid to make,
It's eggnog.
that's on the that's pretty high on the list. Is making eggnog and it turning out bad.
No, I think I
I'm
honestly think you would do really well with it. You know what I
It
want to do?
feels like baking.
It you know this person because you put me onto them. He is a chemist and or a baker or both, but he be baking shit and it's very scientific and it's the coolest shit ever. I don't know. I'm doing that with my hands, but
I don't know either.
I
But
don't know.
but
You
you
put
don't
me
know their name?
no, you put me onto this dude. He was either on TikTok or YouTube, and he creates these. Uh, I want to say they're
Concoctions.
extravagant, but they're really not. They're just really cool. So he'll have like something that looks like a bubble but tastes like a Thanksgiving meal. It's the coolest shit
Oh, that's pretty
ever.
dope. Okay.
Yeah, and I want to see him do something with eggnog because I feel like he would make some really like fire ass shit. But yeah, no, I am definitely an eggnog person. I love eggnog. I always have. I always will. And yeah, anything with eggnog in it, I'm down to try it.
I'm gonna tell you how bad this eggnog feel is. Is that I thoroughly could probably go a whole day just drinking eggnog
100%.
and let it replace meals.
Easy. Easy.
Easily. It's a problem. It's a lot.
It is a
But
problem.
it is
So
honestly I would wake up, make coffee, pour eggnog in it,
good. Ooh,
go
I've never done that. I've had eggnog creamer, but never actual eggnog as a coffee.
no,
That
just
sounds
straight in.
amazing.
It's the
Oh
move.
my god.
I
You know what
think
we should
this
do?
year I
What?
oh yeah,
No, what are you
I
gonna
was gonna
say?
make it. I'm
Oh,
gonna
you
make it.
should.
I'm gonna make it this year.
You absolutely should. And you should
What were
record
you
it.
gonna say?
Because content. I was gonna
Uh,
say I was gonna say during this holiday season, one of our episodes should be just taste testing different eggnogs and seeing
oh,
which one
and
is
picking.
yeah, see which one is best and just fucking drink
We
eggnog a whole episode. Just get like
I could probably make that
a
happen.
few different brands. We'll get the same kind, and then
Mhm.
also we can see if it tastes different. You know, in different states because maybe they have like they source from different factories. You know,
Yeah,
different places. So I think that'll
they
be
use New Jersey water in mine.
yuck,
Yeah.
disgusting.
Um,
Schnozberries taste like
I'm down for that.
schnozberries.
Snozzberries. I definitely think that would be the move. I think what's crazy about that is thinking about the fact that I don't think I knew another person who smashed with eggnog like that. Besides,
Really?
like me and my girl will literally go to the store and just be like, when we were living in Virginia,
Mm-hmm.
we had a Wegmans that was right there,
Mm.
and it's one fridge that just had 2 rows of eggnog from Lactate, and we were literally like,
Mm-hmm.
because she would drive down and give it to her mom and her family, because why not
God
spread
bless.
that joy of not
Why
having the bubble
not?
guts?
And now that I know that that's a thing,
You gotta look
okay,
for it.
I'm definitely gonna look for that, and especially that's why I was like, does it taste the same? I didn't want to give anything away because when you said eight internally, I was like, yes, because felt.
Hmm.
But I no, I love it. My niece loves it. My brother-in-law loves it. When when do you start looking for eggnog? Like what is your all right? Eggnog's about to be on the shelf soon. When do you start looking for
Middle
eggnog?
of November.
See, as soon as Halloween hit, I am like, cause sometimes I feel like it gets earlier and
Sometimes.
earlier every year. For sure, mid-November it's on the shelves, but I start looking around like Halloween, cause sometimes there'll be like a little, they be in there, you know, just hiding in the back.
Hmm.
I see you. Let me go ahead and get that.
A friend, they got it at Kroger too.
I know. Oh wait, the lactate.
The Lactate.
Ooh.
So we'll I tell you. So right now, to me, um, I usually look mid November because I don't even be thinking. I'm not in that family oriented spirit of going to Thanksgiving anymore.
I feel that.
So when I am, I'm thinking about the cooking and then I'm thinking about the items that I could get. So that's when I'm usually thinking about it. But normally, that's how it goes.
Normally.
Normally, the last thing I'll tell you is if you want a hell of a laugh, just to laugh at something that's not supposed to be that funny,
Mm-hmm.
Food Wishes on
Food
YouTube
wishes.
is a
Yeah.
channel, and this guy just does the over, like he does the voiceover to cooking,
Okay.
and he has one on eggnog. But
Oh.
every chance you get, just laugh at the cadence of this man's
Mm.
voice.
Mm.
He goes, "It's Tom with foodwishes.com. And we're making some eggnog." And the way he talks, everything goes up. Everything goes up, right? Everything goes up, and then conventionally will fall. Everything. He goes, "So we're going to go ahead and add some eggs, and then we're going to put it in a pan, and we're going to make sure we don't stir it too high. And once we add the cinnamon, then everything will start tasting better." And you're like, "What the fuck?"
All right. I'm gonna give you some tequila and I'm gonna watch that tonight.
It's so funny because it's just like he's just trying to be calm and dad like, but everything he does, it's always, and then we're talking like this, and everything goes up, and we're yeah, and it's roller coaster. It's yeah, every time.
That's
So
hilarious. Now I'm going to listen to it and specifically listen for that.
please,
What's your favorite Thanksgiving dish?
I'm so glad you said this. It's a main dish. It's not a side.
Ooh, I'm a sidey.
No, it's a main, and y'all gonna judge how you want,
Oh
and
shit.
I know how it is. It's mac and cheese.
Oh, oh, oh.
Mac and cheese is a main.
Oh, hot topic. Hot topic.
Hot topic all you want.
Okay, we're getting into this.
Spaghetti is a main.
Spaghetti is a Oh, I see where you're going with this. I see where you're going. I see where you're going.
Now, here's the argument. Macaroni salad, not a main. It's a side dish.
Who's bringing macaroni salad to Thanksgiving?
No, it's not. No, I'm
Oh, oh,
just
you're
bringing
just
up it.
saying. I
No,
got you.
I'm
I
just
got you. I
saying.
got you.
I'm just saying
Okay.
the fact that like somebody's gonna make the argument. We're like, well, you use a macaroni. First of all, I don't use macaroni. I use cavatappi. Watch your mouth.
Talk to me
But
nice.
right. So secondly, macaroni and cheese main because
Okay.
you have to get mac and cheese on your plate,
Have to.
and it's got to be a solid square. It's got to be like you
Oh,
serving up
come
a
on,
whole brick
Xbox.
of mac and cheese. You serving up a whole brick of cheese on that thing. It's a main. So for me,
Oh,
mac and cheese, and I've been trying to master my mac and cheese for years. And I've
okay.
had
I
great
do.
times and I've had rough times.
Trial and error. Normally when it comes to most food things, especially when it's like dessert. What's up, Ja? It's just like dessert and stuff like that. The middle part is it's the sweet spot. It's usually. And that's the same with mac and cheese too. But for me, it's them edges, baby. Them edges. Cause that's where all the shit just go and bake. Oh
Mm-hmm.
my god. The corner of the mac and cheese is so good. There is an art to making mac and cheese.
Yes, it is.
I don't feel like I've perfected it, but I feel like my mac and cheese is pretty good. It's very creamy. It's very cheesy. There's cheese all up and through the noodles because how my mom made it, that's how I make it. And her shit was cheesy and
Mm-hmm.
creamy and same. And I remember one year, we did like because we do theme sometimes. Like if it's like on my side of the family, we usually do like theme stuff. So we had like a seafood themed Thanksgiving. So I made like seafood mac and
Okay.
cheese. That shit was so fucking good. And I think last year we did Asian theme. Yeah, we did. It was so good. But yeah, mac and cheese is wow, mac and cheese as a main. Cause
Mac and cheese is a main.
I was thinking of it as a side, but like respect the mac and cheese, honestly. Like, cause for one, no, it definitely gives mac and cheese definitely gives main character energy. Because first of all, not everybody can make it. Not everybody is allowed to make it. And if Aunt
You're
Brenda,
not
who
allowed
can't
to make
cook,
it.
bring the mac and cheese, that whole pan is still gonna be there. But if Grandma Betty with the
Yeah,
arms, she make it,
with the arms.
she need to make two pans because they're gonna be gone.
Thank you.
Gonna be gone. So
That's
yeah,
see.
it's main character
I
energy.
made mac and cheese. I made mac and cheese this summer. We were
Mm-hmm,
having a end of the year cookout for the music teachers,
mm-hmm.
and the entire music group, we set it up so it was like, oh, you're responsible for this, whatever. What you bringing, what you bringing. I said, I'm bringing mac and cheese,
Oh,
and I'm bringing 2 trays.
oh, talking big shit.
Big shit. And
Big
even
shit.
more than that, right, is that I prepped it the night before,
Mhm.
and then I came in. I went home,
Mhm.
went in, threw cheese on top, broiled it, covered it with aluminum,
What
and then took it over there.
the?
So
Ooh.
now they're looking through all the foods. Everybody's like, okay,
Yes.
all right, right. So I brought a
Yes.
cooler. And my cooler had both of the trays in there. And I go in and I put the cheese on. I put the mac and cheese out. They're like, all right, cool. They all looking around. They all grabbing food. Somebody opened the container. They go, yo, who made the mac and cheese? And I went, I did that. They was like, oh, I know this finna be good. Oh, I know this finna be good.
Period.
I ain't, I had no tray to take home.
That's how you know it was good. That's how
That's how
you
you know.
know it was good. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah, mac and cheese. You can't. That's something delicate. Yeah, no. You know what? I agree. Mac and cheese. When it comes to Thanksgiving, the Thanksgiving mac and cheese is a main, not a side. Any other time is a side.
Right.
Yas.
What about you?
My favorite. Fuck. What is my favorite? Mac and cheese as the main. I agree. Shit. What's my favorite? I'm gonna go with the yams, sweet potato. It could be in the sweet potato casserole form or candy yams. I'm fucking it up. Don't put no peanuts in it. Don't put no walnuts in it. Don't put no pecans in it, please. I don't.
What?
I don't. I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of the nuts in there. I'm not.
In sweet potato, what?
Yeah, no, in the casserole
That
or
I don't
at
know what the hell
all.
you're talking about.
What do you
I
mean?
don't know. I've never. So you're talking about a sweet potato casserole, right? That
So
has
yeah,
like
so
that
yeah,
has the marshmallows on top.
I've had sweet potato
Who
casseroles
the
that has.
fuck is putting nuts in that?
Oh, I don't want to expose nobody, but I've
That's like the
had.
motherfuckers that put grapes in chicken salad.
Who the fuck is doing that? But I've had probably the same fucking person. I've had that, and I'm just like, I'm not a fan. Oh, I'll do you one better. Sometimes they'll put pineapples and the peanuts in there. I hate it. I hate it so much. Don't put nothing else in there. Put the marshmallows on top. Sit it the fuck down and back away. They be doing way
Back
too
away.
much. Why are there pineapples in this? Why are there
Sweet
pecans
potatoes,
in it?
brown sugar, marshmallows,
It's so simple and it's so good. It's so
maybe some butter.
fucking buttery. Cause I was getting here. Butter
Yeah.
is so good. Like, and it's
What
so
the hell
simple.
is even that?
Same thing with the candy yams. Like either way, like don't you're doing too much. Just leave it alone. Simple. It's very good. It's delicious. And it be like next to the mac and cheese and they be making friends. Oh
Mm.
my god, it's so
Hey,
good. Why is
I
it?
haven't
Why
seen
is
you
that
around
so
here.
good?
That's exactly how. Yeah,
Oh my
it's
god.
when you bang with your neighbors and they be like, "Hey," and not house neighbors. When you
No.
bang with your apartment neighbors and they be
Oh,
like,
like
"We having
this.
a party and we having a function and we smoking and y'all don't have an issue with that." That's what macaroni and
Yes.
cheese and yams be doing.
Yes. And they be catching up.
And
They be
you,
offensive. They be like, oh, yeah.
oh,
What?
y'all got a DJ today? Hey, let
Okay.
me swing through. Hey, I
Wait,
be feeling like the man when I. That's exactly what that is.
that part. There is this place down here called Breakfast at Barney's, and it is black owned. And they
Sound like it.
have this egg roll. It's got yams and mac and cheese in their egg roll. Friend, is so good. They also have
It
a
sounds delicious.
peanut butter and jelly shooter, like a drink. Very good. It's not overwhelming because you would think, but it's not. It's pretty good. Josh said mac and cheese hates to see me coming. Me too, friend. If mac and cheese is on my plate, then turkey is a side. A word. A
Okay.
word. Wait, why? Wait, what did you side eye? What did you side
I
eye?
don't know. Watch. Be very careful. I have never made a turkey. I always do ham.
Okay,
I will make a turkey one day. I haven't done it.
I've made a turkey
How you
twice.
feel about? How do you feel about how you made your turkey?
I feel really good. It was seasoned really well. It was not dry. Again, I take all my cues from my mom. She was, first of all, she was single parents. She was the only one, but she
Mhm.
was the cook. She was the cook. She did her thing, and when it came to Thanksgiving, she chefed it the fuck up. So yeah, it was good. It was juicy. It wasn't dry, flavorful. Now when it comes to stuffing, she doesn't make her stuffing in the turkey. She'll put a little bit in there, but she'll make like a big pan by itself, like outside of
Yeah.
the turkey. So she'll put a little bit in there, but most of it was on the outside. But yeah, it was pretty good. We bucked it up. We had turkey for a good little bit. I have a turkey in my freezer that's been there for like a year, so I don't know. I don't want to thaw that bitch out.
You should have started doing that in October.
You're not lying. You are not lying.
Cause,
Would
it ain't finna
you
be.
ever deep fry a turkey? Like in the things? You know what I'm
I need
talking
a
about?
house, right?
With a
So
lot of
step one,
space.
a lot of space, a mean driveway.
Ooh,
I need a
yes.
ladder. I need a ladder set up
A ladder.
because these, yeah. Oh, you haven't seen it.
I have.
I was gonna say, you need a ladder set up so that I can have the apparatus hanging from the rings,
I see what you're
and
saying.
so I can draw it down. You remember that there's a black guy in the south with this big ass. I gotta see him. That's what I gotta watch. He's got this huge grate, and in underneath it is a pit of oil, and he fries ever. You haven't seen this
I
yet?
have not seen that. No.
I'm gonna make you too hungry today. So he seasons all his chickens and all the stuff, and he throws massive amounts of chicken on this big grate, and then he has a handle, and he rolls it down, and all the chicken just goes down into a deep fry. And then when he pulls it back up, golden
Oh.
fucking brown, and then he goes back and goes second coat, and he goes back down.
Oh no, I gotta see that. I gotta see
But
that.
he's hella country. He's hella country because he's definitely put a gator on that thing too. So
I had alligator when I went to New Orleans this year for the first time.
yeah,
Alligator's kind of good. Alligator is
it is
really
good.
good. I said,
It's
oh,
good. Oh yeah,
the Bayou
we've had
Baddies
it.
got it. I said,
I had
okay.
gator bites. Gator
Me
bites are
too.
yeah. See what
Yes.
I'm saying? They're
Mm-hmm.
delicious.
They're so
But
good.
I prefer doing a ham over turkeys all the time. I would deep fry. I just got to be in the right mindset. I got to be in that dad mode. I got to be in that uh, apron wearing type
Mm-hmm.
mode
With the gladiators.
with the gladiators and just get in there and ask him, "Are you not entertained?" And just rolling them joints that way. So that's how I operate.
I feel
Um,
that.
I think it's gonna be a good move. I'll tell you one. So here's my other question. What is your like surprising, like the most surprising dish that you like, right? Like so, like the most unconventional or like the least popular Thanksgiving item that you like.
Oh, okay. Um,
I can go first if you.
yeah, go first because I was gonna say mine's is I think kind of the flipped opposite of that. I
Okay.
think, but go ahead, go first.
So not a lot of people make it, but when it's made really well, I fucks with it. So corn pudding.
Oh my God, yes.
Shit.
Fuck yes.
Some
Oh,
people can
what?
really make some
Ooh.
good ass corn pudding.
Oh my God,
And
it's
I'd be
so
like,
good.
and my ultimate plate looks like this. It goes corn pudding, macaroni and cheese. I gotta get something green because my mom gonna get mad if I don't have vegetables. It's always how it works.
Shout out to Mama
Um,
Fresh.
if there's no gravy, I'm not getting no turkey because I don't
Oh,
trust people. Like I'll get a good slice of like breast of a turkey,
yeah.
but
That's usually the
I
driest.
but that's why I need the gravy
Facts. Felt. Okay.
because I feel some type of way of cutting into and slicing the leg. Like it just feels weird. Like either give me the
The
leg,
whole leg. Yeah. Take the whole
right?
leg.
But I ain't never been nowhere where I had that ability
Oh,
to take no leg. So
I
I
got you.
don't make the turkey. If I was making a turkey, it
I'm
is what it
taking the
is.
leg. Yeah.
We just buy turkey wings and call it a day.
Smart.
Yeah, see what I'm
Smart.
saying?
That part.
So I would rather do that. So it would be macaroni cheese, corn pudding, ham, something green, probably green beans or broccoli or something like
Get
really
you some
hard steamed
collards.
broccoli, collard greens if it's made correctly, and
That part.
then um, if you really fuck with me, you would make some deviled egg potato salad.
Oh. Oh, wait
Yeah,
a minute.
hit you twice. Look at you. She said, "Oh, she's oh." Deviled egg
I
potato
wasn't
salad.
ready.
Wasn't ready.
I was not ready.
It's a reason why it's big fresh and not medium sized fresh. It's because deviled egg mashed potatoes.
I'm gonna need you to walk me through that because that sounds delightful.
You just make some good ass potato salad, and you
Oh,
make some good ass deviled eggs, and then you chop that bitch up.
yeah,
So pretty much all the stuffing that you would put in
yeah.
a deviled egg, you just pour directly into the potato salad, and then you just
Ah,
chop up hard boiled whites of eggs, and then you just get the elbow in.
oh. See, I thought it would have been still the double egg layout, but like the mixture would have still been the mixture you
What?
described, but just on the egg itself still.
Oh, nah.
Oh man,
There's
wow.
not enough. It's not enough.
It's
This
not enough. So okay, so mine's is what I don't like is the cranberry sauce. I'm not a fan of any. I'm not a fan of it, and I feel like that is a staple, and I never liked it, and I don't understand it. Like just y'all say it's sauce, but then y'all slice into it, and I don't get it, and I don't understand it. Um, but I feel like this one is kind of slept on. It's the
Okay.
rolls. The roll, like, cause some people
Let's
just
see.
get basic rolls and just be like, bloop, put the roll in there, like a
Yeah.
Hawaiian roll or something. No,
Yeah.
I want me a nice dinner roll that's buttered, flaky, hot, damn near almost a cheddar bay biscuit, but not
Mm.
like that's. I want
That
good,
flaky ass biscuit is good.
yes, crisp, flaky, buttery, and I want it in abundance. So my plate would have my
All
plate would
right, here.
have the rolls, mac and cheese, the yams, turkey. What else would I want on there? It would definitely be collards. I would. So we like to do like appetizers. So maybe like appetizer wise, some spinach dip because my sister makes a really good spinach dip. What else? What else do I want? What is it? Definitely the mac and cheese. And also, mashed potatoes do belong at Thanksgiving. I saw somewhere on Twitter somebody said mashed potatoes don't belong at Thanksgiving and it's basic and she's not invited. I said, I know you fucking lying. And I like the mashed potatoes with the chunks of like potatoes still in there. I don't want it fluffy. I want it chunky. Mashed potatoes with the potato chunks still in there, and I want meat gravy. If I get gravy, because I'm not really a gravy girl, but if I get gravy, I want it to be the meat gravy, and it's going on the potatoes, not the turkey. Because I'm eating
So
the turkey and the potatoes, and that's on the same fork. It's potato and then turkey mouth.
okay. I well, I disagree on the mashed potatoes.
That they belong
I
or don't belong.
no, they belong,
Oh, okay.
but they not chunky.
Oh, you want them fluffy,
I have a ricer.
pureed.
I have a
Really?
I literally got a ricer for my birthday.
Period.
And so when I tell you that like it's a stainless steel, make sure that these potatoes are hot, and then you just press and they come out like
Ooh,
Play-Doh back in the day,
yeah. What?
and then you salt, butter,
Mm, I want some potatoes.
cheese, chives, all that.
Come on.
It's it's a smooth.
Let me get some bacon on top.
It's I'd do that too, but it's got to be smooth as hell.
Really?
It's
I
got to
like
be
my
smooth. It's got to be smooth.
chunky. I need some
I
potato,
can.
whatchamacallits.
Well, see, that's where my difference is: potato salad versus mashed potatoes.
I still want
It's
them mostly mashed, like
I know what you
85%
mean. Like,
mashed. And like,
yeah,
yeah.
a little bit of chunk in it,
Yeah, a
right?
little bit of, yeah. Mm.
I get that. I've just moved to the era of whisked mashed
Nice
potatoes.
fluffy
So
Abby.
lice. Yes, where you can take the spoon and then like make that indent and then throw the
Oh.
gravy in it.
Ah.
Some
Mm.
slight,
Sounds like,
some slight.
just a little bit.
keep them on their toes.
You feel me?
So
Ooh.
we going deep into this conversation about Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
And I know some of y'all can't cook for shit,
Oh,
but
cooked.
let's talk about somebody who actually came through
Yes.
and made a mac and cheese, and they
Glorious.
and they did a great job.
Yes.
So we're talking about Chef Teeny, who's been going viral because she's done this like months ago. She made a mac and cheese recipe months ago,
Mm-hmm.
but then she came through and made this mac and cheese.
What's wrong?
No, I thought you were showing this video. That's
Oh
my.
yeah, like as you're talking, it's gonna be playing in the
Okay,
background.
so good. I was like freaking out mentally.
What's
Anyways,
going on? You short
so short.
circuited.
I was like, no. So she comes through. She makes this mac and cheese. She uses different cheeses because you're supposed to. You're supposed to get
Have to.
all of this work right. You don't just use one. One is for flavor. One is for the stringiness. One actually does the thing right. You go
Yes.
in. See, I go one step further. I'm a sodium citrate type of person, so my cheese never grows grainy.
Oh.
It all melts like it's supposed to
Oh.
because we add sodium citrate. So once you
Okay.
do that and you get all the cheese going, you make your roux, you make your bechamel, you
Mm-hmm.
combine it, you slowly add cheeses, melt, add more cheeses. You do all the things. She did everything. And what I loved about the video, she talks about adding seasoning. She talks about her uh, paprika and other stuff, and she goes, and you can add whatever other seasonings you want, right?
Right.
Because niggas be going straight for onion powder, garlic powder,
Okay. All of the
adobo,
things.
right? They just be throwing them in because they're like flavor is flavor. She goes a step further. She goes in and she starts blooming her seasonings. So she's like that. She goes in, puts the oil in the pan, does the seasonings on top, right?
Mm-hmm.
Gets the flavors to come out. She does the thing that you do with curry. So you're supposed to get that flavor,
Mm-hmm.
and it starts opening it up. And she just did everything right. Made the most delicious looking.
Yeah.
She put the layer down, she added cheese, she put the layer down. She
Yes.
did everything that I have ever been instructed to do
Mm-hmm.
with mac and cheese.
Mm-hmm. She really
And
did
even
that.
and had the black seal of approval from her man.
Yes.
And she sat there and put her whole, even though she's tiny, even though she's teeny tiny, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she had to make that big ass sexual joke, you know, in the middle of her video. It is what it is.
God, she did that.
But she really put her foot in. And when you see this clip of her digging into the set, first of all, digging into the center of mac and cheese is just crazy.
That is unhinged behavior. Like, man, what are you doing?
Why are we not cutting slices?
Oh.
But hers is like one of those like it's gonna fall apart. I let it cool down so I can get some congealed thing, and then you can just give them a real good slice. Giving them hot ass mac and cheese like that, not the
You
greatest
gotta
thing on
let
the
it
planet, but
chill
it's
for a little
you
bit.
gotta chill, right?
Right.
But she made it. She made it happen. Why are these delinquent ass caucasity
And that's what it is.
motherfuckers come in? Mind you, Chef T's white. She's white, and she comes in, and somebody had the audacity to make a video and say, Chef Tini, count your days because this mac and cheese was horrible.
Oh my God. Just the audacity. All right, we're going to play the clip.
All right.
Hey Teeny, we're here because we tried your mac and cheese recipe and it was so disgusting that we're so disappointed and in awe of how horrible it tastes. This cost us $147 to make the worst mac and cheese we've ever tried in our entire life.
First of all, that abomination is not mac and cheese. That is mac and don't. And number two, we are not about to blame Teeny because you don't know how to follow directions. It's the fact that I didn't even know that this was supposed to be mac and cheese at first.
Right.
I thought that this was some type of peach cobbler, apple streusel, apple crumble or some shit. But no, she put breadcrumbs on top of the mac and cheese. If putting breadcrumbs on mac and cheese has no haters, then I am dead because I absolutely cannot stand when people do this. And I'm just wondering why she would put breadcrumbs on it to begin with because that was not in the original recipe. This is what the mac and cheese is supposed to look like.
Hey Teeny, we're here because we tried
defiance.
I mean, and then had the audacity to call her out. Like, you're not in the wrong. So
Absolute defiance.
no, I'm gonna keep that shit up. Y'all finna look at this shit.
Yes. Look at
Look
look
at
at
this
this.
shit. Like, it really does give dessert. Because when I first looked at it, I thought it was like some type of apple pie, like an apple casserole. Like, who puts breadcrumbs on? I would like to speak to my Caucasian counterparts. Stop putting breadcrumbs in shit. If it don't call for it, don't. I'm gonna tag you in. You ready?
Please.
You tag.
Friend,
Go.
it looks like they were excavating and they were looking for gold in
They were looking
1949.
for flavor.
They were. It looks like crunchy peanut butter that was left out. It looks like um the dustiest pile of dirt I've ever seen.
So
It looks
dry.
like it matches the table,
It
and I
does.
couldn't tell that it was a separate dish. It looks like you can't follow simple instructions because what you made was dusto casserole and not no goddamn mac and cheese. It looks like
Never seen mac and cheese look like that.
the way she dresses. It looks like $147 should have been the cost of this unbreakable container that you made.
I
that
was just about to say.
That survived whatever heat that you put this mac and cheese under. And then the cost of the acrylic 3D printed spoon that serves it. Because there's no way that you spent $147 on cheese
And noodles.
and noodles. Now, I know there's seasonings and there's milk.
That costs nothing.
Unless you just didn't have pots and pans in your house and you were like, I have to make mac and cheese, let's use this recipe. And they're like, oh, they want me to have a baking pan and a pot. And like, that's where 147 comes from.
That's where it has to come from.
It's so bad.
It's extremely bad.
It's so bad that it's I don't even know what to consider it.
It's not mac and cheese, and the fact that your mac and cheese looks like a dessert is a huge problem. It really is giving peach cobbler. It's this. I feel like the more I look at this has to be rage bait because there's no way you sat here and called her out like she did something wrong when yours looks like that and hers look like hers, and it looks like you filmed this on the mac and cheese that you cook because the quality is shit. In the video and in the mac and cheese. I'm just like, even if you got the most expensive, the highest brand, the fanciest type of cheese and milk and noodles, it would never 147. There's no way.
It must have been 147 because you took the day off to make this abomination. Like, it cost you that much.
Makes sense.
Here's all the bad things in the video. First off, the person who made it. She doesn't have her glasses on, so she clearly can't see the thing that she tasted. She's also drinking a high noon.
Is that what that is? I thought that was a Celsius.
No. I'm pretty sure it's a high noon.
No, I believe you.
I'll do my thing. Secondly, there's a Christmas tree in the background. You're too soon. Get through the holiday. Why do you have your Christmas tree up and you're making this viral mac and cheese and it looks like the stuff that you would use to plant a Christmas tree? It's so bad. It
is very bad.
It really does look like peach cobbler. And it bothers me so much because it looks like she said, we're going to put it on for $350 for 350 minutes. like she must have heard something wrong, right? That said, also, if you'd like, add breadcrumbs. No, I'll tell you exactly how the whole thing went down. They said, okay, well, let's get the ingredients. This looks like the type of thing where you would look around your house to see if you had the right stuff. You never went to the store to properly plan for it. Y'all sat there and you chilled and you were waiting to make this dish. And then you had the all damnedacity to then say, "Oh, well, I like mine home style. Can you put some breadcrumbs?" And they're like, "Yeah, that'll be fine." And they poured their breadcrumbs on it and made their decisions and turned around and said, "I think that's enough cheese." Because there's no way there's enough cheese in there.
There's no way. The shit looks dry as a bitch. And what noodles did she even use?
She didn't make a bechamel. I can tell you she didn't. I'm gonna tell you how she made her trash ass mac and
She
cheese.
made it like you make Kraft mac and cheese. That's exactly how. This looks like a big ass pile of peach cobbler Kraft mac and cheese. That's how the fuck she made this shit.
Yes. Yes. She
The
didn't make a
fuck?
roux. She
No.
didn't make a bechamel. What she did was she said cheese, milk, noodles, breadcrumbs. That's what she did.
That's exactly what she did.
And you know what type of person you're dealing with when her salt shaker looked like that.
Mm.
Like she stole it out of a damn
I was just about to say.
old country.
You know she got that from Cracker Barrel.
She stole that straight off a Cracker Barrel table.
You know she did.
y'all be good now.
Right. Y'all come back now. You hear? Josh said she
Dusty as
made a dirt brick. And she did. She
That's
meant to start a hut with that. I'm crying. Like
Yep. That's 100% clay building starter kit.
absolutely.
I will be right back. Keep going for them.
Yeah, no, take your time. I don't understand how you could just let me do it this way. None is so zoomed in. But I don't understand how one just makes mac and cheese look like that. It does not look. That doesn't look real. I'm sorry. I really feel like I'm really starting to believe that this is just rage bait. Because I'm zooming in. It doesn't look like any noodles. Those look like peaches. Bro, this is dead ass peach cobbler. There's no way it's not. And then have the audacity to call somebody out on this is wild to me. I feel like she would. Oh, that scared me.
$147 to make the worst mac and cheese we've ever tried.
And why is that her fault? Like it's not like she. What's her name? Tiny. It's not like she came in your house and made it, or you went to Walmart or something and brought it and heated it up. Girl, you made this. You're following the recipe, sure, but you're still doing it. This is your fault, bro. This has got to be rage bait. What is this girl's name? I thought that was burnt peach cobbler. Exactly. Because what do you mean? Who?
Hey, Teeny,
Hold on, because now I want to look her up. What's her name?
So disgusting that we're so disappointed in.
Because this is her. I'm going to go to TikTok. Hold on.
$147 to make the worst
Alright.
mac and cheese we've ever
Let's
tried
go
in
to
our entire
TikTok.
life.
First of all, that abomination is not mac and cheese.
Black
That's
Americans, about
mac and
13 to 14% of the
dough.
population,
Yes.
but
I'm
Yeah.
checking on TikTok.
half
You
of all
said what?
prisoners are black.
I'm
Exactly.
blacks-
checking on TikTok.
I'm looking up the girl itself.
Teeny or the
No, the other one.
mm,
I'm trying to see if I can
Alright.
find her just to see because it's really giving rage bait because you at the end of the day are the one that made this. Oh, found her.
damn.
Oh, this account is private. Oh, that might not have been rage bait. Oh, wait a minute.
That was on purpose.
Not rage bait. Wow. Now she privated her shit. Girl, you said what you said. Stand on it.
You have to.
It's out here. Ella
And then multiple
Rasul.
people shitting on them is even better.
Mm. That's crazy. No, that's insane.
Here was the other take that I had heard, and where would you want it on Discord?
Yes. Where's my phone?
Okay. So the other take was like a 30-second take, but I don't know how people are gonna feel about this take.
Oh, hold on. I'm getting to pull
So,
it up.
I'd love to hear it in the comment section.
Oh. Okay, copy. And then where am I gonna pull this up at? Okay.
And I'm like, Can I get to the yams?
Can I get to the yams? Sweet yams. All right.
Oh yeah.
Let's pull it up. Bing, 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 bing. And then bing. And bing. Here we go.
Perfect.
Perfect. All right. Let's start that over. Pause. Bing, bing, bing. Bing, bing, bing. Oh, wait. Hello? Are you going to do? Okay, I guess not. All right.
Chef Teeny and her mac and cheese recipe and asked me how I feel. Matter of fact,
Yeah.
Stovetop Kisses had a mac and cheese recipe. It has yet to go as viral as this one. Why? We don't tamper with the mac and cheese recipe. A black man by the name of James Hemings was an enslaved chef for Thomas Jefferson.
Oh.
He brought mac and cheese to the U.S. She's an amazing chef. Amazing. She's been with Gordon Ramsay. She's been on Food Network. That's all fine and dandy. But when it comes to my people, I'm always there for my people. And
I feel you.
the black women have a right to be mad.
Oh, interesting. This kind of goes back to what I was saying, my gripe earlier with the with that video in Louisiana. I get him. No, I get him 100%. Because at the end of the day, granted, no matter how well she made it, she got it from somewhere. And it was not her Caucasian counterparts.
I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think generally speaking, we just we latch ourselves onto newer things, and because she decided to make one and she was already of a popular nature, it just goes. Paula Dean could have made the same video like 16 years ago, and people would have been
up her ass
doing the same thing.
Yes.
It just feel like,
oh
all right,
my
cool.
God. Yeah.
Plus lard, like it's always something. So it wouldn't have bothered me, but I just think that
that is an interesting.
It becomes that thing.
Yeah. That is an interesting take on it. No, I agree with you, but yeah, we do attach ourselves to the next new thing, or everybody gets excited about it. I don't think there's anything wrong with that at all. I don't, but I 100% understand what he's saying. 110%. Let me see. That's that. Let me move that up out the way. Yeah, that shit is peach cobbler, and the fact that she really said, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and head out. Now here I thought it was rage bait. It's not.
No. My only last point to that is, if you're gonna call somebody out, don't make it look like that and then think that we're not gonna call you out. Like you had
right.
You thought you were doing something by making this video, and then the person on the camera over there laughing about it.
Right.
And y'all both know damn well that wasn't it. Just turn your comments off. You're all scared. You know what's even funnier? What I hate about the internet is that the first thing a person will do, because I've seen so many videos on the internet where you know what the internet's going to say. And before you even get a chance to go to the comment section, comments are disabled.
Oh my God. I hate that. Man, I hate that too.
I'm gonna tell you about one off air because it's a problem.
It is.
But when I say like they do that, the first thing they do is they go disable comments. The next thing they do is they have to go and private the page, because people will go to other videos on that page and go, I'm just here because the other video got disabled.
I have seen that so many times. Yes.
So many, because people are just such an ick, such a horrible set of humans, and they go and they do that shit, and it gets me every time. So that's all I get.
Every single times. Now, speaking of horrible as humans, so Country Music Awards, these okay, so I know quite literally, I know who Shabuzi is. I'm familiar with his song. I'm familiar with the Country Music Awards. Have I ever watched it? No. But I don't live under a rock. I know pretty much what probably everybody else knows that's not like a fan of country music, what they would know. So what is going on with these shiesty people, Country Music Awards? Yeah, and Shabuzi. And if y'all don't know who Shabuzi is, I'm sorry. Look him up.
Look him up. Yum yum.
Stream
Look
his
him up.
music.
Yeah, which gets me to another conversation. So Shabuzi made a song. He's a country artist. He made a song that had 17 weeks at number one. 17 weeks is nearly half a year.
Yes.
So just know that you put in 4 months of number one on a song. No matter what genre it is, there's people in your genre.
Right.
So at some point, I'm still thrown off by the pictures of things. So this guy, Cody Johnson, ends up winning an award. And when Cody Johnson won the award, his producer came out with him and had said some dumb shit and
Straight
had pretty
up.
much said,
I think I have it.
do you have the actual clip itself?
I think so. I believe so.
Okay. Because you have to hear inflection in order for me to get upset about the next part.
Let me see. I believe I'm double checking.
An army of people to make a great record, but I got to tell you, this is for this cowboy who's been kicking.
Yep. Got
got
it.
it?
Yep. This is the
All
one.
right, cool. Let it play.
Let it rain.
It takes an army of people to make a great record, but I got to tell you, this is for this cowboy who's been kicking Shabuzi for a lot of years, y'all, Cody Johnson.
That's it. That's what he said. Cause what the fuck does that mean?
Just mind your damn business. Like, why would you? You came out of pocket, right? Like nobody said a single. Like that's the thing that gets me. Unprovoked comments like that.
Right. So
Right.
telling.
It's right. It's Kanye storming the stage, but you were already invited to the stage. So now you're out of pocket and you're invited. So somebody goes on stage and says, all right, cool. You know, Tyler the Creator goes up on stage and says, hey, thank you guys so much. I really appreciate the award. You know, I've been beating Chance the Rapper for the past 7 years. So here you go.
Right. Cause where the fuck did that come from?
Right. And so that's what pisses me off. Where the fuck did it come from?
Right.
So then Trent Willman, right, comes out because he's Trent Willman, and he makes a post. He goes, okay, what I meant to express in my overly shocked and excited state, that's not true. You weren't overly shocked. You really was pretty fucking chill. What I meant to say in my overly shocked and excited state was that I'm very proud of Cody Johnson. He has worked his booty off the last 15 years putting out and performing great music, and it's not an overnight success. I was so proud he's finally getting recognized. It's going to bother me in a second, okay?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to bother me in a second because it's album of the year. That's what he won.
Right. Okay.
Then he writes, and shout out to Shabuzi for your response to my fumble and having a great sense of humor. Congrats on that 17-week number one song. So let's go to the comments because this is where people get to the eating up of people. One person said, you can hide all the comments you want, Trent. Your racism is noted.
Okay.
Next person, you won the award and still use that moment to try and knock someone in the same category. Right. Where's the support?
Right.
Like, and another one. Still the words I'm sorry misses the cut. What is it with you people and doing the work of actual accountability instead of a flip non-apology? It's Nashville's new normal, I guess.
A word.
And so everybody's like, "Yeah, I'm so glad you won. I'm so glad you won. I'm so happy for you." But they're also trying to make it seem like, it's okay. It's okay, Trent. You said what you said.
No, because it is for him to live rent free in that man's head. For you to get up on stage, this is your moment. You are being celebrated in this moment. You won an award. You take that opportunity to then go talk about somebody who's minding their business. Nothing to do with what you're winning. Like, and that response definitely gave PR, Chat
Yeah.
GPT, with a sprinkle of management on top of it. It was like, just say this so we can save our asses and it doesn't get any bigger. Because mind you, Shabuzi's response was pretty much like, ain't nobody been kicking me.
Right.
That was his response. So, and then at this point, it's not even a microaggression. At this point, it is just racist. And it is a major aggression. Because for you to then be like, oh, and thank you for your response and having a good sense of humor in this. When people do that, it is so manipulative and it aggravates me so much. Because for you to, I don't even think I have the words for it. For you to assume somebody's response was taken, in humor. And I don't even think, even saying that he assumes that person, that Shabuzi, was being humorous in his response, that's even being gracious and giving him grace. Because I don't believe for a second that he thought that at all. I think he was trying to take control of the narrative.
Yes.
And be like, oh no, this is what he was doing. And everything is cool. Everything's fine. Everything is not cool. Everything is not fine. It's fuck you for life. Like, what are you saying? Where is Will Smith when you need him?
That's exactly what.
Because, like, what? You never had to say any of that. And it's given his spirit was disturbed. And the fact that he was in this, black man was in the same, in his country music awards in the same category, pissed him off.
But
That's what I
were
feel.
they? But were they?
Because why else would you say that if your spirit wasn't disturbed?
But no, my question is, were they in the same category?
For it was the album of the year, right?
Yes.
Let's find out.
So my question is, in the CMAs for album of the year, the nominees are Deeper Well, Casey Musgraves, Fathers and Sons, Luke Combs, Higher by Chris Stapleton, Leather, Cody Johnson, which won, and Whitsit Chapel by Jelly Roll. You're not even in the same category. He didn't win Single of the Year. Single of the Year went to Chris Stapleton for White Horse. So Song of the Year didn't go to... Shabuzi wasn't even nominated for Song of the Year. That also went to Chris Stapleton, who's also a great artist. But Male Vocalist of the Year went to Chris Stapleton. This is unprovoked. So this is why I get so pissed off about it. Rolling Stones literally comes out and says, Willman's unprovoked jab at the artist highlights the unfortunate normalization of black culture being diluted in order to make it more accessible to people who won't make a conscious effort to learn anything about it. You brought up this man's name, not even a nominee.
Damn.
So why?
Right.
Did you bring Shabuzi up? Why did you bring him up? Why?
There's no reason. There's no rhyme. There's no reason. There's nothing he can say. There's no response, no valid response, no logical response that he can give to why he brought his man's name up. Other than that, he was pissed off that he was even in the room. Cause him not even being in the same category, it makes no sense. Even if he was, it wouldn't have made any sense. But it makes no sense for you to go off and bring up his name. For what? Like, literally, what was the reason? And that bullshit ass response afterwards is so, and it happens so much. And I'm so sick of it. I feel like we really need to bring back eye for eye. I feel like a lot of people would tread differently. I just do. I feel like we don't put enough hands on people anymore. I feel like we should bring that back. That was going well. I don't know why we got rid of that. But yeah, these people just be talking out the side of their neck and know they are safe. Nothing's really gonna happen to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like maybe if they were a little concerned, they wash their fucking mouth. That's what I feel personally. So go ahead, bring back eye for an eye.
Let's see you bring back eye for an eye, and they're gonna blame us for being the violent ones. I don't care.
I don't care. Y'all gonna think how y'all think regardless. Therefore, ergo, I don't give a fuck. I'm at how I want to act.
That freedom of speech stuff worked really well when y'all were neighbors, right? When people were in the area. That freedom of speech stuff was written when there was no internet. So when somebody talked shit about your business, I told you this. When people talk shit about your business, and you had to walk down Main Street and see that business again, so you didn't get murdered. It's like, hey, he has the right to say he didn't like it. Now, we don't even cross paths except for at a damn award show. CMA would have been even worse. They'd have been even worse if they had put the camera on Shabuzi if he was there.
Oh wait, was he not even there? Please tell me he wasn't even in the room. This man is really living rent free in this man's head.
So,
bro, come on. That man's not even.
Where he was.
He needs help. He needs a therapist and probably Jesus. I don't know. I be telling God to get his people every day because I'm sick of them. Take them today.
I'm gonna be a real asshole.
Mm-hmm.
How hard is it to produce country music? All right. So let's move on.
I just like.
Once you set the filter for guitars, I mean, how much more work do we got to do?
Okay, get a little dog barking in the back. Slow the shit down. You got yourself a hit.
Also, don't we think it's kind of weird? Like, I don't know.
Yes.
I'm not getting into a whole conversation. Yes, but we get into a whole conversation about awards and stuff like that. But like, how Chris Stapleton win all these goddamn awards, and he didn't have album of the year? Like, what's?
Yeah, the award shows don't make any goddamn sense.
Nah, they just be picking and choosing. Just some dumb.
That part.
But ain't nobody be kicking me. I tell you right now. That man literally had nothing. Maybe I got to see the whole clip where he walks up. Maybe somebody was like, Shabuzi. Maybe something like that happened. Maybe we missing some context, right? Maybe Shabuzi had like walked past him and was like, eat shit, Trent. Like it could have, we might have missed all that or something. Maybe, right? Maybe Shabuzi slept with his wife.
I hope so. I hope he knocked the brakes off that.
I mean, it's not that hard. It's not that hard to destroy pancakes. So... In other news, I have nothing to segue to.
That was the last one. There's nothing.
That's exactly the last one. Good. Let's switch it up.
Oh my god. Yeah, fuck that guy. So yeah, we switching it up. You know what I forget to do every time is to get the audio. I forget to do every single time. I keep meaning to do it and get it, so when we switch it up, we can have the sound again. But I literally keep forgetting. I'm gonna write it down so I won't forget. But yeah, we switching it up.
That would be great. I just don't want my computer to die while.
No, I feel you. No need. We don't need it now. Switch.
All right.
Audio. Alrighty. So, do you have your list ready?
I do.
Okay.
So
Awesome.
We're gonna go through some scenarios. Is that what
Yes.
These are kind of like deep cut would you rathers?
Pretty much, yeah. There is this page on TikTok where they just ask these questions, and I stumbled across it, and here we are. Would you like to go first?
I would like to go first. This one's
Okay.
a very interesting question.
Okay.
And also, if you're in the chat or you're listening to it on the podcast, write a comment, see what you would like as far as your answer would be. Makes it a lot easier for interaction. So, the first one is, you have a 5-pound weight.
Okay.
And you have to do curls. Okay. You must take an estimate of how many you can physically do.
Okay.
Each rep is $1, but if you come up short, you lose it all.
Oh.
What would be your highest minimum?
Highest minimum 5-pound curls? I feel
5 pound curls.
like now.
No breaks. You can sit down. You can stand up and do it. You can't stop moving. You can change speeds, but you ultimately
Alternate.
have to do one arm. One arm.
Okay.
It's just one arm.
Can I alternate?
No,
Just the one.
because that's changing direction,
It's
and now you've
changing.
stopped.
Got you. Okay,
So
so
it is just whether you're going to be going here or doing a bunch of them in a row.
it's only 5 pounds though.
See, that's the magical part.
Yeah, I want to say
Fatigue.
yeah, because as you go on,
Mm-hmm.
my
Yeah. Now
initial
you.
thought was to say 50, but
Mm-hmm.
because it is 5 pounds and I can sit down and do it or stand up and do it, and it's only one arm, but also doing 50 reps continuously is it's going to get to you no matter what the weight is. So, and it's only $1.
And it's only $1.
That's only $1. So it's only $1 for each one. I would
Yeah.
say I would go with 50. I would go with 50 and I would struggle at some point. But I
Yeah.
would say 50. Keep it cute.
Keeping it cute.
Yeah, that's my minimum would be 50. Now anything over that I would still get, right? Or wait, what was the
No.
you
So
just
you
get
have
what
to.
you say.
Yeah.
Got you.
So ultimately, it's your highest minimum, right?
Mhm.
Some people are like, oh, well, if I go over, then it's fine. It's like, no, the idea is what is your limit?
Yeah. Okay, so
And
then
so
yeah.
what? Yeah. So you're going 50.
Yeah, I think I could I think I can do 50. Yeah.
I was asked this question earlier this week. I said 200.
Really?
Yes.
Did you try to do it?
No.
Oh.
I know ultimately I probably come up short. My real number would probably be like 160.
Okay.
I could probably do 160. You'll start feeling that. I think I'll start truly feeling a 5 pound curl in the 70s and 80s. You're trying to find something in your room that's gonna imitate 5 pounds.
I am, and I'm just like, oh, dang, this don't have no water in it, but this will do
But-
for now.
But that's the scariest part, right? So
I just
you could
sitting
fill that
here
up and
doing
get
it.
5 pounds
Yeah.
probably. And just doing this rep, full
Yeah.
extension too. Not no baby girl, right?
Yeah, like
We're
the
talking
full thing.
the arm extended out. You can even put like the technique is elbow into the inner thigh, and then just
Oh.
do those.
So
But
you
it's
can do
not.
that?
You don't get to rest at the top.
So you just gotta keep it moving.
You guys gotta keep it moving. Switch speeds however you want. I told him if you gave me a chance to do, as long as I didn't drop it, like that'd be a whole
Yeah.
different story. I'd knock out 200 if I get to just hold on to the weight.
Yeah. Yeah, I think 50 would be good.
I probably had like
Yeah.
160. I think my brain would let me do it. If I go back to the gym and they have 5 pounds, I would try it one day.
I'm definitely gonna try
Just,
that shit.
but I would just start off with 50 and see how I would do with 50 and think, oh, if I can do 50, then like that's my mentality. Oh, I knock out 50, I'm doing 200.
Nah.
It's like
That's like in spades. If you got a possible, you got another one.
you got another one.
What up, Nick?
It's always another one.
Yeah.
All
Because
right.
if you got 9, you got 10. You got 10, you got 13.
Oh, I know you got that right, and you can just. They be like, all right, cool. What'd you end up with? 3.
3.
Yeah.
Bitch, we barely made board.
We barely made board.
Fuck, Aaron.
All right.
All right. So I'm gonna play mine. So let me share my screen over here.
Bet that.
All right. Cool. So let me Oh wait, wrong one. Show share my screen. Yes. All right, cool. So that is done. So
You get as much money as you can count. You
Can
get as
you
much
hear it?
money as you can count.
Oh my god,
Must count.
pause. What
A
the
device
yeah.
is delivered.
I
You
can
get as
hear
much
it now.
money as you can count.
Okay.
A device is delivered to you where you can enter in any number and hit accept. Everybody does everything.
Whoa.
You get as much money as you can count.
Wow.
A device is delivered to you where you can enter in any number and hit accept. Then you must count to that number out loud and orally into the device's microphone. Clear enough for the device to read it. Think speech to text. Once you've counted to the number, you'll get a deposit of USD tax-free into your account for the number you counted to. Once you've entered your number, you can't change it and won't receive anything till you've finished counting. You can take a break anytime you want and come back to it. Just won't get paid till done. They say it takes 31 years for a human to count to 1 billion. Think about how you would stay motivated and keep going while counting for such a long time. If you choose a really big number, like a million or a billion, it would take you many years to finish counting. You might feel tired, bored, or frustrated along the way. To make it easier, you could set small goals for yourself, like counting a certain number of steps each day or listening to your favorite music while you count. Taking breaks when you need them would also help you stay focused and avoid getting too overwhelmed. You might also want to keep track of your progress by writing down each day's count or sharing it with a friend who can encourage you. Even though it would be a huge challenge, finding ways to stay positive and determined would help you reach your goal and earn all that money. Balancing your counting with other parts of your life, like school and hobbies, would be important to make sure you don't get too stressed and can enjoy the reward at the end. Additionally, you would need to stay healthy and take care of yourself during this long counting challenge. Sitting and speaking for long periods could make you feel tired or sore, so taking short breaks to stretch and move around would be important. Eating nutritious foods and getting enough sleep would help you stay energized and focused. You might also want to keep a journal to track your progress and write down your thoughts and feelings as you count. This could help you stay positive and see how far you've come over the years. Staying healthy and keeping a good balance between counting and taking care of yourself would be key to successfully reaching your goal and earning all that money. How high do you go? Comment the amount of times you would use the device. You get as much
So,
money as you can count.
long story
Comment
short.
the amount of times. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So long story short, you say this number and you'll get the money, but you have to count towards it. And they say that it's estimated it takes about 31 years to count to 1 billion. So, how much money are you going to say?
Okay. I'd make, and the problem with this is that it's a very lucrative machine because they said you could do it multiple times. That's the other thing.
Yes, you can use it as
I'd
much
make-
as you want.
I'd make $500 every single day.
Okay.
But if I'm thinking of one big number and I have to count to that number, I would go for I'd go for $1 million.
You would go for 1 million?
I would go for $1 million, and this is what I would do. I would get I get a sheet of paper, and well, I would ask ChatGPT because making it a lot easier for me. Write out every number from 1 to 1 million, and then I would just cross them off
Okay.
because then I can make them into songs, and then just sing songs that are just numbers and be totally fine. I just find a way. Like, to me, this is way too easy of a prompt because you've given me
There's
breaks.
so many ways. Yeah, there's breaks. Then I could use it as many times as I want. So yeah, I think I would also do 1 million and then turn it into, of course, content. So I'm going live every day and I'm counting. I'm going to let people know what I'm doing, and I'm also going to be making money as I'm counting. So yeah, I would do 1 million, and absolutely. That's what I would
I
do.
saw a video of that.
Somebody counting?
Their whole goal
They
was
would
to count
just-
to 1 million.
Oh.
But it pissed me off.
Why?
And you got to know why. It's because a motherfucker sat there and he was like 367, 368, 367. I was like, bro, if you don't enunciate, because we know because he was clicking a clicker
Uh-huh.
to keep track of his numbers, which was very smart.
Yeah.
So he would just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and just tap away.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, that's a really great way to keep up with that. But anything else is just, it's asinine. I'd probably just use the clicker. The clicker would be my best friend, and I'd write down that number.
Yeah.
But nah, I think ultimately, $1 million is so doable.
Yeah, I think so too. I think 1 million is definitely doable.
Here's the other part, right? Because what you looked up was it was going to take like 33 days or like 700 and something hours.
Yeah. With like no
Is it
breaks and stuff. So like I'm
right?
taking breaks.
Is it more lucrative to count to 500 every day?
You're not
And
gonna hit a million though.
well, no, but like divisively, I would get to just to repeat the thing. I don't know. I don't know if it's about me getting to a million. I don't know. I've got to that point now where I'm just like, I just need to get
That's
debt
fair
free.
enough. Yeah. I felt. Fucking felt.
Right.
No, I definitely I want to buy out an old mall and turn it into a homeless shelter. So that's gonna take a few million. So I'm gonna need that mill. I'm gonna need that.
That's true.
Because in addition to that, in order for me to do that, I gotta make sure home is secure and set up and good first. So I'm gonna need a few mil to do that. So I'm gonna need a mill. But yeah, I would do the mill and I would do the mill. I would probably do the mill a couple times. Yeah.
Okay.
What's your next one?
All right. So next one.
Next on the
So
docket.
this one's easy too. You got this one, friend.
All right. What we got?
All right. A genie gives you 4 options. You can only pick one.
Okay.
You go back to the date of your 13th birthday with all the knowledge you have gained in life.
Okay.
You have $250,000 deposited into your bank tax free.
Just one time?
One time.
Okay.
Number 3, guaranteed immortality until the age of 80.
I don't need that.
And a 15-minute presentation of what happens in the next 100 years, but you are not allowed to take notes.
I'm gonna go with the 13th birthday with all the knowledge I got.
Okay, now.
Oh, there's more. Sorry.
Oh, no. You're pretty much fine. I'm just saying is like, think about your options. Think about the all the other things that could go right and go wrong, and think about the fact that when you pick your decision of going back to your 13th birthday, you're probably thinking monetary value.
100%.
But while you're thinking about that, do you end up with the same life that you live now?
Yeah, if I have all of the knowledge that I have now, I'm gonna just do the same shit.
Okay.
But with more money. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm gonna hang out with the same people. I'm gonna do the same things. I have to go. I have to. Because in order to get where I'm at today, I have to do those same things. And knowing what I know now, back then, I really feel like I'm going to be unfucking stoppable. So yes, I'm going to go back. I'm going to go through the same trials, tribulations, trauma, pain. I'm the exact same way. I have to.
Why?
Because I have to in order. Okay, so the way when I think of time travel and going back and stuff like that.
Yeah.
In every bit of media we've ever seen, don't fuck with shit in the past. It's going to change the fucking future. I'm trying to get back to this future, same people with just more money. So in order to do that, I have to live my life the same way. And just instead of spending the money that I was making, I'm just going to keep it. Just going to save it. But I have been working since I was able to work because I like having my own money. I like being able to do things when I want to do them. So as soon 16, I was working. I said, bet, time to get the money. So that's I've been working since then. So I'm going to keep all that money. And of course, I just like making money to have it. I didn't have the knowledge that I have now when it comes to money. So going back and having this knowledge, I'm going to live my life as closely because I don't remember everything. No. Some stuff I'm going to get wrong. But the major things, the canon events, I remember those. And I'm going to have to go through those again. So, yeah.
Okay. This becomes a difficult question for me because do I want to go through the hardship and the ache and pains and the trauma that I've went through?
Do you want to get back
to this?
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. If this is not it right now, then I would do things differently. But I'm trying to get back here, but with more money. A lot more money,
right? Because you could wisely pick the right things, like knowing when the bubble for Bitcoin hit,
Right.
and knowing certain information. You can gather all that data
Right.
and have all of that information. You can know that this is a scam, don't do it. You can know
Right.
that you could do that. But my problem is, at a certain point you are going to live a certain way, making a certain amount of money,
Mm-hmm.
and how will that truly affect your relationships with everybody you know? And you're saying it's not going to make a difference. And I felt the same way too about, like,
Yeah.
if I was rich, I wouldn't tell anybody, but you'd see some changes, right? Like, it's
There would
like
be some signs. Yeah.
there would be some signs, but like somewhere down the line, something's going to change. And that's why I fear, like, I think if I made certain financial moves or did certain things, like my hardships, I wouldn't have met certain people.
Yes, and
You see what I'm
that's
saying?
I 100% understand what you're saying, and that's why I'm like, going into this, I have this brain, this mentality, this knowledge, so I know, in order, if the goal is for me to get back here, that means I'm still gonna have to move how I moved.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's going to. I'm not saying it's going to be easy. It's going to be very difficult for sure, because you're going to have the knowledge. You know
Yeah.
the future. You're pretty much That's So Raven without
Yeah.
the visions. You just know it all already. And so that is you would have to still have those interactions with those people. It would still have to go down the same way. If the goal is to get back to your current present day, then you have to still have the same relationships with those same people, so you can meet these people. Because yes, there is this very specific candid moment that led me
Yeah.
to meet Bands of Giggles. I'm gonna have
Yes.
to go through that again, so I
Mhm.
can be in this place to meet him. Because the people
Yeah.
that I know, I wouldn't have known if Situation A had never happened. I would have never been in that area, would have never met him. So I'm gonna have to go through all of that shit again. But it's gonna be worth it, because I know the outcome, I know the goal, I know what I'm trying to get to. Low key might happen a lot sooner, don't know. We can
See
speed
that?
this up,
Oh.
but then I
See-
might change something, so I don't know.
That's
That's
a
where
problem.
I'm at. That's how I think about it, like that. So yeah, I'm immediately, and my 13th birthday was also lit, so I don't mind going back.
Oh my god.
Shout out to my mama. She did birthdays.
Very
Shout
well.
out to my mama. Yes.
Yeah, it's a tough thing for me because I know that ultimately I don't meet a certain set of people. Like, I wouldn't go to a
Right.
certain school. I would end up going to a certain place, and all the, like, you make better decisions, and those better decisions, like,
Right.
I had to transfer colleges. So like, if I
Never did
at
that.
13 and right, and I never transferred colleges, I would have started teaching about 2015. I didn't start teaching until 2020.
Wow.
So having 5 more years and then go through COVID and then having these 5 years, it's a whole nother can of worms. So like,
Yeah.
there's a whole nother perspective I would have if I'm 32 years old and had taught for this long. Would I be in the same area? Would I be dealing with a certain? It's a lot, and
It
that's why it's like
is.
I would
Yeah.
still pick the first one, because every other option, $250 in the bank, tax
Not
free,
enough.
not enough. I at 13, knowing what I know, $250 would have been
I would have had
in
that by
just Bitcoin.
16. Right.
Like, even if that was like, oh cool, that didn't happen until you were like 20 something. Like, I don't care.
Cool.
I would still had enough
Right.
knowledge to know that I was living at home, rent free, working a job, making this check. That check would have just went somewhere else, and
It
I
would
would
have
have just
grown.
put this money here,
Right.
and I'd only been touching this much. So like,
Yes.
knowing a 15-minute presentation of what's going to happen in the next 100 years,
Don't care.
you say you don't care, but
I don't.
there might be something that might be like really beneficial in the first 5. You know what I'm saying? Like,
See,
so
when I put that up against, all right, boom, you're here. This is what's happening forward. Or boom, let's go back, but you already know everything. I want to go back, so that way I can come up sooner. So that's why option A trumps everything else. Not you deleted Seven's comment. I saw what you said. I saw what she said. These emotes are hilarious. You know, eventually, you know what I'll do? When we hit 100 followers, I'll start putting the comments on the screen. So when we get to YouTube, y'all can see yourselves on YouTube and be like, say hey to your future self on YouTube.
Yeah, at 100 because
That's
right
what we'll
now
do.
I got to vet 7 every single time. I did nothing wrong, and
Also,
this is
hi
what I get.
7. Oh, I feel like she does it out of love. It's a term of endearment.
I wish she would tell me that, and then
That is
I'd be
her way
fine.
of telling you.
No, you're telling me that. That's the
Oh,
difference.
touche. You're right. All right. I'll shut up.
All right. Second question.
All right. So my next question. I'm still sharing, right?
Yes.
Okay. Cool. And boom.
Everybody does everything you tell them to do. Everybody does everything you tell them to do. Would you take it or not? Imagine the power you'd wield. Every request, every command, instantly acted upon by anyone who hears or reads your words. Please give me $1,000, and just like that, your bank account swells. Go to the gym 3 times a week, and suddenly you've got a dedicated workout buddy. Vote for me as president, and you've got a legion of supporters ready to campaign for you. The benefits are staggering, a tantalizing mix of influence and ease. But there's a catch. Every command is taken literally, and the stakes are incredibly high. If you vent frustration and say, FK me, those nearby will respond to your words in a way you never intended. This isn't just about having power, it's about navigating a minefield of communication where one slip can lead to chaos. Your words, once mere expressions of desire or frustration, now carry weighty consequences. The slightest emotional outburst could force someone to do something harmful or damaging, turning your everyday expressions into dangerous commands. And then there's the grim reality of contradictory commands. If you jokingly tell someone to get out of here after saying something inviting, it could be fatal. This turns even the lightest conversation into a high-stakes game where every word counts. So, would you take the deal? If so, how would you regulate your behavior? You'd need to become hyper-aware of your language, carefully crafting every sentence to avoid misunderstandings. Perhaps you'd establish a system of safe words, or maybe develop a habit of pausing to think before you speak, ensuring that your commands are clear and well-intended. You might also create a list of phrases that are off-limits, ones that could be misinterpreted or carry unintended consequences. In social situations, you'd need to be deliberate, communicating with an emphasis on clarity and intention, all while balancing your natural expressions of emotion and humor. The challenge would be to wield this power responsibly, harnessing it for good while avoiding the potential for harm. Could you handle that kind of responsibility?
All right.
Yes.
Right. Same.
Because I'm already thinking about what I have to say.
Same.
Y'all walk around don't doing that, and that's the struggle.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, absolutely.
Easy.
And
Yes.
then
Yeah.
and then you'd have to craft specific things because you're saying that they take things literally, so you can't use idioms or colloquial phrases.
Which
Which
would hurt.
yes,
that would hurt. And
it
then
would be tough because
as-
I can't tell somebody to take something with a grain of salt. You know?
because they're gonna do it.
Yeah.
And then also I feel like it's trickier for us because we are also streamers and we also have this podcast. So especially with the podcast specifically because it's on repeat, you know, you can pull it up anytime. Also, we're back on Spotify. You can pull it up anytime on Spotify. You can pull it up anytime on YouTube. So it's going to be a lot of different people saying, hearing us and taking our words literal. So we would just have to do a little bit of script. But I already am so worried about what I say and how it could be perceived. So that's always in the back of my mind already. Because I don't be trying to offend nobody. But also speaking freely. So it's it's a balance. I'm already playing that balance game. I ain't saying I'm playing it well, but I am playing it. So
I'm playing him. But
already in.
here's
Jumanji.
Jumanji. The concept is that any command I give was taken literally.
Yeah, anything you say would be taken literally. Yeah.
Well, no, play it again.
Okay.
Let me make sure I'm getting it right.
Everybody does everything you tell them to do. Everybody does everything you tell them to do.
Everybody
take
does
it or not?
everything you tell them
Imagine
to
the
do.
power you'd wield. Every request, every command, instantly acted upon by anyone who hears or reads your words. Please give me $1,000,
Oh.
and just like that, your bank account swells. Go to the gym
Okay.
3 times a week.
So these are commands, requests, things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
Very lucrative move. Generally speaking, man, I'll tell you a great story. I went to church for Easter once,
Mm-hmm.
and I watched this pastor walk around, and he was talking to everybody, and he said, I feel a presence in the house. I feel that there's someone that is going to make a offering of $1,000. right? Is there someone in here that's going to make an offering of $1,000?
Mm,
And I was like, damn, that's a lot of pressure. You walk
right.
around here, tell us, hand went up, boom. Thank you. Usher walks right over to the joke. I said, oh no. Another person raised their hand. Boom. I said, I understand the presence here. I know that somebody has it in their spirit to give an offering of $500. Boom. Another person. Boom. I said, mm.
Right.
I ain't never been to no church like this.
Right. It's giving
Ah,
scam.
it, it was a lot. Mentally, it was a lot. I was just like, I don't know. I don't know if I can be here. Because I guess most of y'all are doctors or something. Like, I don't know
Okay.
what y'all do.
What church is
But,
this? This is the
I
wealthy
was,
church.
right. I mean, they was dripped. They was dripped out. So,
Come on,
I
dripped.
to me, it's about, the power in the words. I've always said that. I don't like it when
Absolutely.
people speak out and be like, well, you're always so lucky, but all that luck's gonna run out. I'm like,
Don't,
hold
first of all,
up
don't
now.
speak that over me.
Right, I'm always that person that goes, yeah,
Same.
don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby. Don't
There's
you
power
put
in
that
the
on me.
tongue. And I hate when people speak negatively about themselves or like just
Hmm.
say I be wanting to let people know, but not everybody believes that, or I heavily do. I heavily do. You really have to watch what you say. You have to, because there is power in the tongue. And you gotta watch your fucking mouth. Watch your mouth. That's why
Yeah,
I stopped like saying certain things. Cause I'm just like, no, I'm not even finna speak that over. I'm not even finna say that. Cause what you say
right.
becomes real as soon as you say it. Ain't no take backsies. So watch your mouth.
Ain't no take backsies.
Yeah,
That's
no.
why that's why you have to watch certain things you say. I and I know sometimes I'm still gonna be out of pocket, like, but
Nobody's perfect.
I'm never asking anybody to do some wild shit.
Right.
So in this scenario, this is a pretty good one. There will
It
be
is.
some times where I'm like, all right, cool, you need to do this. You know what? Human beings would be my chat GPT at that point.
I would definitely try to loophole it because I am a
Oh
fan
yeah,
of exploiting shit. So what I would do, I would
please.
I would put my commands out there. It would all be for money, monetary gain, powerful moves, put me in a good position. Do all of the things. And then once I am happy and satisfied, my last command would be don't listen to me no more. I feel like, it'd be more specific, of course, but that would be it.
Yeah,
The
you need a
last
version of
command
that. Yes.
would be pretty much just don't listen to me.
Right.
Hereafter, blah blah blah, done.
I love how you're operating as if like you're under genie rules. Like you're like,
Because it
and my
says
last wish
right.
is I'm done with my wishes, right? Like,
No, my very last command, the last thing I tell you would be to no longer listen to me, no longer do what I say when I say things. From here on out, from this day forward, like that would be it. Because I wouldn't want that forever. It's cool. It's cool for a little bit, for a
mm,
little while, but after a while, I'd be like, all right, we're
nah,
done. You
I'd
would
be,
use it forever?
I use it forever. I would just find a phrase to use at the end of things that allow people to be more human. Like,
Mm,
great, I need you guys to like and follow, do all the things you need to do, blah, 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 blah.
yes.
But if you do have any, issues with that, just let me know.
Mm,
And we can talk about it. Like, just humanize people a little bit better in your
okay.
conversation instead of just being like, because I don't ever make a demand or a request, but I would easily be like, cool, we're having this fundraiser. It would be really great if you all could pass this fundraiser out to everybody and then also have them donate five.
Mm,
And then the fundraiser would have in writ, because it said written and spoken, right?
yeah.
To please help donate, blah, 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 blah. So it would ultimately be very very lucrative in the end.
This is just like an open-ended Death Note. Um,
Yeah,
and
pretty
Death Note is just when you needed the person's name and a visual of them, and you would write down how they would die. But this would just be like an open-ended one, just a lighthearted, not so death Note.
not so death note.
Yeah.
Top tier.
Top tier. All right, what you got?
All right, this is my last one.
Ooh, okay.
Okay. You start with $1. Just $1. All right?
Mm-hmm.
You double it every week, and it ends once you spend any money.
Okay. Any money.
So bills auto pay everything. Any money that comes out of your account being spent by you,
Okay.
the doubling of the money stops. Once things go bad, you have to learn to solve it without spending any money.
Your money.
Yes.
Okay.
So, like, if the community wants to help you out by doing stuff for you, that's fine as long as
Yeah.
they're not exchanging money to you.
Okay, cool.
And you have no prep time for this. So,
Cool.
like, once you have accepted it,
It's
that's
go
it.
time. Okay.
What's in your fridge is in your fridge. That's how that has to go. So, how many weeks do you think you can make uh, without spending any money whatsoever?
Okay, so it starts off as $1 and then it doubles every week.
Mm-hmm.
And like the
Because I have
amount.
a week by week breakdown.
Okay, that's what that was. Okay, got you. So then the money itself doubles every week. Okay, cool. So how many weeks? So it's 52 weeks in a year.
Mm-hmm.
And how much would I have at 52 weeks?
Okay. Wonderful question. Great. So calculate that. You got to do a bunch of exponential growth things. You would have, after 1 year,
Mm-hmm.
$4.5 quadrillion.
Fuck. So I don't need to last a year. That's good to know. So half of a year, 6 months would still be a quadrillion, though, right? Because you said 4 something, yes? At 52. Oh wait, no, I forget that it doubles. I forget that part.
It doubles. I can
forget
give you. I have a breakdown from week 1 all the way to week 30.
Okay, what's at 30 weeks?
$1 billion.
Also, we don't have to struggle for long.
No, you do not. More particularly, it's $1,073,741,824
For 30 weeks.
for 30 weeks.
I'll do that.
I'll do that.
I'll do that. That's
Okay, talk me
reasonable.
through it, because right now what you just said was I don't have to spend a single dollar, but yet mortgage happens, apartment,
I
like
got a
rent,
whole
stuff like that.
husband.
Do you have a whole husband?
A whole husband and a whole community of people. I have a village.
Right.
I have my mom, his grandma, his dad, my sister. Like, I'm gonna be like, listen, y'all. I need y'all to hold us down. We're going through some shit right now. I need y'all to hold us down for 30 weeks exactly. And then I'm going to pay y'all back with interest. And then it's going up. And I just need y'all to trust me. That's how that's going to go. I need y'all to cover the girls, cover the bills, cover the food, the gas. He's going to, him included, he'll do his portion. 30 weeks, we said. That's my thought process. I'm going to lean heavily on my village and just let them know I'm best friend too. Come on, friend. Yeah.
So yes, you are absolutely allowed to lead in your village. I just love how your first answer was, "I got a husband."
God, this what you. Man, I need you to do the thing. I can't spend no money, but you can. So
this is a very easy scenario where you don't have to spend no money, right? So then
yeah,
you get to just be, at home housewife, just chilling.
yeah. I'm holding it the fuck down. 30
Holding
weeks.
the fuck down.
I'm gonna let y'all know what's up and just it's up. Just give me 30 weeks.
So give me 30. Tell anybody, give me 30 weeks for anything, and see how they respond to that. So 30 weeks is 8 months.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So here's my question. What does this scenario look like with no kids, no husband?
If it's just me,
Yes.
I'm gonna be homeless for 8 months and I'm stealing food. That's what it's gonna be. If I feel like it becomes a lot easier if it's just me, because if it's just me, I
If it's
don't
just
have to worry
me,
about the kids and how they're gonna get around, how they're gonna function, how they're gonna get from point A to B. I don't. If it's just me, it makes it so much more easier. And then I had seen just the other day, had dropped them off and I was heading to the store and I passed the church. And this church had a sign outside that said on Sundays from this time to this time, we offer free hot showers. I said, oh, that is lovely. That's really nice. That's how churches are supposed to be. Love that. I said, when I open my homeless shelter, I'm going to make sure to have like a section for just that. Whatever. So I'm hitting up churches. I'm stealing stuff. I might just go to jail for 8 months if that in that scenario. Cause that's free room and board and food. Like I'm set. Like honestly, if it's just me, I'm good.
So the tough part there is that you do have to turn off all the bills immediately.
Yeah.
So anything that's auto pay, anything that
Shut it all
could
down.
take, you have to shut it down immediately. Once you get accepted it, you
Yeah,
have to
that's
shut that
easy.
down. Right.
You log in and do that. That takes 30 seconds.
But I always think about like the moment that happened, do you have the support and the resources to be like, I ain't got no food for 8 months. I got nothing. Like I gotta power through this for 8 months. Let me give you the breakdown because ultimately I could only pray so much to feel that I would be as confident.
Because I know the end result. I know, like,
well, because you know the end result.
It makes it easy. Yes, because I know the outcome. I know the end result. Everything I'm about to go through. Ooh, that's a word. Yeah.
Oh, she's about to say, right. All my trials and tribulations, I done rose up. I done made it happen. No. Father God, when I look at like,
because
I know
that's also like this is literally what faith is. We don't know the outcome. We don't know what's going to happen, but we gonna go through stuff. But we know that's a word, friend. But that's
she's feeling it. She's feeling it for real. I feel it. Felt
but
something
yeah.
in my system.
But yeah, I would, and I would know what the outcome is going to be so great. I'm gonna start screaming. So great, like it's worth it. So yeah, I'm gonna thug it out.
So let me give you these breakdowns because I'm gonna show you how people operate, right?
Okay,
and
go
if
for
you
it.
really want to take it to a faith-based situation, this is exactly what faith looks like, and this is why it's so difficult. So,
we finna get real in here. Yes, let's go.
Week 1 to week 4 is $2, $4, $8, $16.
Okay.
That don't feel like nothing, right?
Nothing,
so you just struggle. So you like, Here we go. Month 2, 32, 64, 128, 256. Still don't feel like a drop in the bucket, like at all. But here is where it starts hitting. 512, 1024, 2048.
That shit jump up real quick.
4096.
They say a lot can happen within a few weeks.
So 3 months, you're at $4,000. At the end of 4 months, you're at 65,536. So
in
now I've made in 4. So total of 4 months, you've made a salary for some people.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But the jump from month 3 to month 4 is $61,000 more dollars.
Wow.
Month 5. Yeah, exactly. So now you start feeling it. But 4 months.
4 months.
Literally,
in the trenches.
I've been in school September, October, and now middle of November. It's 2.5 months. If somebody said you can't spend no money for the last 2.5 months, and I'd have been sitting there looking at $2,000, I'd be like,
hungry.
Let me get a burger, bro. Let me get a burger, right? But here's the magic. Month 4, you were at 65,536. Month 5, 1,048,000.
Whoa, that is a jump.
That's why log matters. That's why math matters. Because you go from 65 to 131 to 262 to 524 to 1 million. And that's the big jump, right?
Yeah. Oh hell yeah. It's going
so now
up.
1 million turns into 16.7 million. 16.7 million turns into 268 million.
Wow.
And then this is where it all happens. So this is week 28. You're at 268,000. Next week you're at 536. Sorry, I said 276. I lied. Week 28 you're at 268 mil. Week 29 you're at 536 mil. And then week 30 you hit 1.073 billion
Wow.
dollars. So like it starts hitting when it hits.
Yeah.
And that's how people feel about investments. That's how people feel about faith.
Yes.
They're like, all right, cool. I got to struggle through this. It is what it is. But when you set it and forget it, it's a crazy feeling.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
I know that I was sitting there using that Acorn account and I was letting it just take $5
Mm-hmm.
when I was on random weeks and just take it $5. And after a while, 200 and some dollars are just chilling over in the corner. So then I was like,
oh, yeah?
why don't you go ahead and take 20?
Right. See what we could do with that.
See what we can do with that. So that's where all that really
BS,
matters.
so.
Right. So now take that BS away from me and let me just spend it. I told him, I said, if I could just get this hold off of me and DoorDash.
Deleted, friend. Deleted.
Yeah, I gotta delete it.
I understand.
I gotta literally go in and just take accounts
You
out.
have to delete your account. Yes.
But if I can just take all the money that I would use for DoorDash and put it somewhere
because
else.
that convenience is a killer.
And they still getting my address wrong.
Damn.
So, all right.
Oh,
so yeah, I don't know. I think.
How long would you go?
See, I would feel bad because I would live with my mom. And I know she's had a person in her crib for more than 30 weeks, not contributing to the rent. So I would feel bad. I'd be like, Mom, you gotta trust the process, all right?
Yeah, just trust me on this one. Have I ever let you down? Right. I'm your favorite son.
Right.
What you mean?
Come on now. Think about it.
You know what it is.
Right?
You know what it was when you signed up.
Signed up? Like, look, we get through these first 20 weeks, I'm going to be a millionaire. 10 more weeks, I'm going to be a billionaire. Hold on.
Just hold on.
Right. But the problem is, so I think ultimately I could do it. I just had to live with Mom.
Yeah.
I'd be a bum. I wouldn't be teaching because I'd have to go to work.
Yeah, how you gonna get to work?
And I'm not going to drive nowhere. Car going, like, all that stuff would fall apart.
It would.
I wouldn't be asking for nothing. So, like, that's the thing. I would have to resign. I'd have to do that over. But I'd rather start over with $1 billion.
Me too.
Hey, whatever happened.
Use Grubhub. I mean, delete it.
I do have to just stop using DoorDash in general.
Yeah, it's hard. I understand.
Do need to delete it. But yes, I think ultimately I would have to literally get to the point where I'm like, we're not touching this at all.
Yeah. I don't want to see it until the 30 weeks. I don't want to look at it because if I look at it, that's temptation. No. I don't want to see it. Just hit me up in 30 weeks. Make sure that check clear. We all good.
Yeah. 7 says if like someone gives me a Metro card, does that count as me spending money?
Oh, that's a good question.
It doesn't count as you spending money.
Because they put the money on it already, right?
Right. Well, see, that's the thing. Everything is kind of derived from other people. Well, you know what? Let me be real clear, because I think the last time I was looking at it, they were like, as long as there's no monetary exchange.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure what is defined in that monetary exchange as far as that.
It might be a loophole, really.
It might be, but you know what? I need to go and.
Oh, and also does food stamps count? Because if you don't have no income, you can definitely get food stamps. Does that count? Might also be another loophole.
It probably is another loophole. Here, can I just put it in Discord and you play it?
Yeah. Where's my phone?
All right, baby. Because I think that's where all the hiccups are going to come to.
Ouch.
says, how long do you last without spending any money? Because it says, because also you lose all your money in the beginning.
Oh, okay.
So whatever you got in the bank, gone.
Damn, Daniel.
It's
Ow.
not enough.
It's not enough. Another.
She said, because I'm going to be pissed if I get a bus ride and I lose.
Okay.
She's like, next stop, Brokesville. God.
I'm gonna be mad as a bitch. Immediately.
Bump, bump, bump.
Ow, why I feel like somebody keeps stabbing my side? God damn.
How did you end up on Instagram?
Oh, cause I took
Oh, you said
the
it.
yeah, so I could just pull it up and go straight into it. Yeah.
Interesting.
Money doubles once a week until you lose all your money but $1. But your money doubles once a week until you spend any money. I.e. week 2 you have $2. Week 3 you have $4. Week 4 you have $8, etc. How long do you last without spending any money? You have no prep time. All spending counts. Automatic bill payments, credit card payments. No getting loans from people. You have to go without spending any money whatsoever for as long as you can. That's the challenge. You'll be a billionaire in about 6 months. It's a mighty reward for a mighty challenge. You gotta earn it. If the electricity company cuts your power, you have to live with it until you pay the company and cash out. If you get evicted, etc. Want. Remember, your goal is to save your money so it can keep doubling. Think about all the things you could do with billions of dollars in the future. Maybe you want to travel, help others, or build something amazing. Keeping these dreams in mind can help you stay motivated and make it through the tough times. Sometimes, things don't go as planned. If your electricity gets cut off or you can't pay a bill, you have to find a way to fix it without spending any money. This might mean asking for help from your community or finding odd jobs that don't require cash. It's a big responsibility to manage your money so carefully, but if you can do it, you could achieve something incredible. If you manage to avoid spending any money and keep your savings doubling every week, you could become a billionaire in about 6 months. That's a lot of money that could change your life forever. But the challenge is to stay strong and disciplined, making sure you don't spend even a single dollar until you reach your goal. This challenge is like a game where you have to use your brain and creativity to survive without spending money. It teaches you how important money is and how to manage it wisely. Even though it's really hard, the reward of having billions of dollars is something that makes the challenge worth trying. So, would you take on this challenge and see how long you can last without spending any money? It's a tough choice, but it could lead to an amazing future. Comment why or why not you would do this.
So it looks like the card would be fine.
Yeah.
If somebody gives it to you, yes. Because it's relying on other people. A few comments from the comment section. Just to make sure that all the humans can hear me. So, Apple gonna find a way to charge me $4.99.
Oh my God! Right?
That one hit me.
Ooh, me too.
Look at that. You commit a small enough crime, go to low security prison for 6 months, just like you said.
Oops. See?
6 months of discomfort for a life of comfort. I'm married, so forever. I'll just have her pay for everything.
Not forever. Damn, you gotta cash it at some point.
You gotta really cash. Like, that's dumb for you to
That's
say.
dumb as shit. What do you mean forever?
After 1 year, you should have roughly 4.5 trillion.
So
That's
much.
not true. It's quadrillion.
That is a lot of money.
Like, yeah, it's 4.5 quadrillion. You hit 1 trillion after 40 weeks. If I have to prep to cancel auto withdrawal, 1 month minimum.
You don't get
If I
no
can-
prep time.
No, it says, yeah, if I can have prep to cancel, it says no.
Oh.
1 month, yeah, 1 month gets you $8. It wouldn't be worth the effort.
Nah, hell no.
You want to cancel all your auto payments and skip paying your bills for a month, possibly getting late fees over $8. Well, that's the
Yeah.
bigger issue. Someone says food is the issue. I have probably enough body fat to last a month, but after that, it's gonna be hard.
Hey, bro, just steal from Walmart or something and get you a nice little.
Just live right there by the trash can by Walmart. You be
Straight.
fine.
That's probably what
That's-
Elon Musk did. No, he was born into wealth.
Yeah, a small loan.
Small loan. That is
Someone said
crazy.
last part was I mean, I'd lose my apartment, job, etc. With no prep time. With prep time, I would dump my savings into prepaying everything for 6 to 7 months. Then I'd set for life and I'd live modestly. Jake Perkins, that was not what they said.
At all. You making up your own rules and shit.
You're making
Why
up
even play?
everything.
It's not even a prompt, my guy. So
Just-
7, how long would you 7 said she got 8 weeks. Okay, so how much would 7 get in 8 weeks?
$256?
$256?
8 weeks, $256.
Friend, you got longer than you and that. $256
Right.
is not enough.
Do you understand how much ass you can throw and live anywhere?
I mean, honestly. Oh, never mind.
See,
what the fuck?
see, y'all got it made.
What you
No,
mean?
let me check.
You better swing that helicopter, get you some coint. Some old ladies is out there lonely.
I just love the young people. Well, you gonna love this?
That's crazy.
Now let me get some pudding after.
Yo, I'm sick. All right, my last one. Here we go.
You have to restart school from first grade, 12th grade, but you get $1 million x each grade you are in. You have to go back to school and start from first grade, go all the way through the 12th grade and graduate. In first grade you get 1 million, second grade you get 2 million, third grade you get 3 million, 12th grade you get 12 million. You have to complete all assignments, homework, projects, papers, exams, etc., and attend class in person just like everyone else. No skipping grades. You get no special treatment from teachers and have to participate in class just like everyone else. If you get caught cheating, fail a class, or drop out and don't graduate, the deal is off and the money you had earned now becomes debt owed. You are not going back in time. Whatever age you are today is the age you will be in first grade. You are going back to school Billy Madison style. Another thing to think about is how hard it will be to fit in with the kids in each grade. Since you're actually going to have to act like you're in first grade, second grade, and so on, it might be really confusing. You might feel out of place because you know more stuff than your classmates, but you have to keep it a secret. Making friends could be tough because you can't tell them who you really are or why you're different. Plus, you'll have to remember how to act and what to say for each grade, which can be a lot of pressure. It might also be annoying to do homework and projects every day, especially when you could be doing other things with all the money you're earning. Balancing schoolwork with trying to stay cool and not get caught could make going back to school really stressful. Would you do this? Comment why or why not. You have to restart school from first grade.
Would the teachers know?
So, except from what I've gathered, no. You have to just, for however, I'm guessing your body is morphed. I'm not sure. Because it says you go back to first grade at the age that you are now. But it doesn't say anything about your physical appearance, so I don't know.
No. Billy Madison style means a grown man with kindergartners.
Oh, so how we are now.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to keep it a secret, so they just gonna think I'm a big ass mutant in first grade. Apparently.
You know what I wouldn't be doing?
What?
Trying to get along with fucking kindergartners. I would just be
there.
Pretend
my shit.
I would just be right. Like they're saying that you have to do these things or work in groups. I would just dress up every day and look like an administrator for a few grades.
That's funny.
And then I'd just do work, and I'd be like, "Oh, cool. What did you do? All right, cool. That's great." And I need to pass the class with an A? No, I just need to not fail the class.
Right.
I'll do all the assignments. I'll do what I have to do. They go, "Okay, guys, now we're gonna work in pairs." All right, cool. What did you get? Why are you here? That's not what I asked you. What did you get on the assignment? And they're like, "You smell like body spray." Just can you focus? I'm trying to figure. We're trying to work together. You look like my uncle. Please. Here, look. I'll just do your assignment, and you do my assignment, and it will be fine.
You would really have to treat it like a job, like straight up. You would have to treat it like a job.
It's 12 seasons of Never Been Kissed. It's 12 seasons of Billy Madison. It's just I would vlog the whole thing except for
no, you have to keep it secret.
Vlog kids. That's true. God damn.
I don't like that one.
That one is dumb. I think.
Am I supposed to play Barbies with them?
That's a good question.
Bro, I don't know.
I'd see how I feel after year one.
No, that's the thing though. Like if you fail, that million becomes debt owed.
Oh,
so you kind of have to decide before you go in there if you want to go through another 12 years of school, but you would have 12 million at the end of it.
Can I just say one thing? They say no special treatment, but like, I would need different chairs.
Yeah, there's gonna be some special treatment needed.
Like, I'm not fitting to sit in no one cheek chair. Like, that's crazy.
Oh my goodness.
That would. So I'm gonna be 42.
I can't do it.
Well, it's 13 total years.
So, but here's my thing. I feel like.
Oh, you're young. Okay,
As
go
a
ahead.
teacher, as an educator, you're already in school. You're still getting paid. So not too much changes for you. You're just on the opposite side of the classroom now. I feel like that might be easier. You're already there.
Friend, if the teachers could mind a damn business and treat me like I'm 6 years old or whatever, then I'd be fine. But if they're always making some type of jab or some shit, I
You
would
go
be a
talk
grown
shit.
ass. I'm getting suspended at least once because I know some grown ass man gonna say some shit, and I might have to go. Hey, not too much, all right? Because I know you got your degree from Liberty. Sure. And they're like,
Goddamn
We're gonna
Phoenix
have
Online head ass.
right. ITT Tech had ass. Now,
ICDC College.
right. Get connected for free, head ass. So at some point, I'm gonna have to turn up and go,
It's hot.
hey, so you see Miss Richards? Yeah. We can't joke like sir, we can't joke like that. Nah, it's cool. Nah, I'm just trying. Oh yeah, that scandal? Something ridiculous. They'd be like, you know how mad parents would be at honor roll assemblies? And now for Miss Thomas's class. For the highest attendance and best grades, we have Big Fresh. And he walked across stage. Who the Yo!
Where's his birth certificate? How old is he?
Right. It wouldn't let me play sports.
Oh, absolutely not. Maybe
They
in
would
high
not let me
school.
play sports.
Maybe in high school.
Would they still let me play sports in high school? Because the problem is now I'm about to hit 45. I'll be 45. Well, let's break it down. I'll be like in my 40s trying to play against high school.
Mike Tyson all over again.
Yeah, it's a Mike Tyson thing. I'll be like, see, I know some tricks. Y'all don't know none of these. Watch this. Ready? And drop it down. And it's you. Oh, damn. You caught this child with an elbow.
Hey, should have moved
Also,
faster.
I wouldn't do that. At 40, I wouldn't be suiting up and listening to some guy my age tell me to run.
Yeah,
Wouldn't do it. Hey, pick it up, 70. Yo, bro. Yeah, I swear. We graduated at the same time, bro. I swear.
Watch your mouth.
He's like, what do you mean graduated? Never mind.
Oh, right. Just kidding.
Yes, coach. Yes, coach.
I couldn't do this. I feel like this would be very hard for me to do. I would not.
Especially because it's not worth it. They're saying that I get the amount for each grade level?
Yeah, so no. You only get $1 million for each level.
Right. Oh, it's 1
million.
So by the time I graduate high school, I get $12 million?
Yes.
Not worth it.
You will have 12 million, exactly. I
not
don't think it is worth it. And then if you fail, then that money becomes debt. The risk is not worth the reward. So nah. I'm out. I would not do that.
Mm-hmm. And for those reasons, I'm out.
Next, switch it up. We should come with Shark Tank pitches.
Write it down. Jesus.
I think we should create a product or, whatever, and have a pitch come with our pitches for Shark Tank. How in depth do you want this to be? Do you want numbers? Do you want how in depth are we doing this?
Do I want numbers?
Yeah, because on Shark Tank they come in for this amount. Well, you have to have that part, but like we've got these many sales and blah 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 blah.
Friend, what you're talking about is an episode where we invite people to play Shark Tank and we're
the sharks.
Are the sharks. Yes. Because I'm not going to be competing with you making up numbers. I'd rather them come up with household items that already exist and they have to sell them as if they don't already exist.
Let's do a stream. We should stream that not as Get Fresh Crew, but as Fresh and Crew on our Twitch pages. Also go follow us if you're not. That should be a stream. That should be a stream where they come to us. We are the sharks. You want to do that?
We'll make it happen. I think we can make that happen.
excited.
The
I'm
holiday edition of Shark Tank.
Yeah.
Seven says there's been an uptick of stories like this with people getting arrested for being teenagers. Maybe that's what those moms were doing.
What? I have not heard of these tick of stories.
Well,
But also
I'm
don't watch
more
the news.
I'm I'm more concerned about the parents who find out that their 16-year-old son is smashing a 30-year-old teacher
That's disturbing.
because they're just like, no, it's cool. You got to stay after school. That's fine. What? You
Wait, like,
can't find a man? Like, that is the phrase that runs through my head every time I think about
I don't understand. Like,
and because I always hear the story mainly happening from
with women, right?
women teachers
Yeah.
and
And
young like semi-filled mustache boys.
there's this lady, she married the little boy.
I
Like,
remember
that's
that.
when he got older, of course. But, like,
Yeah,
that was very
But
fucked up
groomed
and
that motherfucker.
disturbing. Yeah.
groomed that motherfucker and had the audacity to be like, "We're in love."
We're
Ew.
in love, right? It's that.
Right.
Oh, it's just weird.
And the boy was like, "See."
A hot mess express.
He said, "See."
See.
See.
They join sports teams and everything. How does it get so far?
It's even better than that. Oh my god, there's like a perennial like high school that was created called IMG Academy, and they went up against a school where all the people were literally on the team were overage,
Are you serious?
and IMG still beat the dogs.
Damn, that's embarrassing. Sam says because they were probably unpopular in school, but now like they have boobies that the other girls don't. Oh, for the women, yeah,
Yeah.
that is. We need to do a better job at vetting some of these people. Not some, but all of them. Like, so in order to be an educator, I'm assuming, of course, the credentials as far as like certificates. Are you able to do the job? And then background checks, I'm assuming, is that like all of it? That's everything you have to do?
So, to be a teacher,
Yeah.
there are credentials, and there are some people who are like,
Jesus, what is this?
I have the right to right credentials, meaning you have to have certain hours of teaching with a accredited place.
Mm-hmm.
You have to have the degrees. You have to that, and then you also do have what you were just saying. You do have to have a background check. You have to get fingerprinted, and you have to get all that information.
Are there any
So
like
yes,
psychological evaluations or anything? Like anything
wish.
like that? Because it
There's
should
no
be.
drug testing either.
Well, I feel like that's okay.
There's no drug testing and there's no psych eval, which I think they should do a psych eval because like
Yes.
there are some people who become teachers because they know that once they get tenure they're solid, but contractual obligations makes a big difference.
Yeah, no, I definitely feel like there should be a psych eval. Drug test, no, because I get it.
No, because they're gonna drive me to it.
Okay. I seen this one teacher. She came to school drunk, and I was like, but like also she was an older lady too. I think they was high school students, maybe, I don't know.
Oh yeah, and they tested her cup, and she was like, "You want to try that again? You sure? You sure that's the right answer? That you weren't drinking?"
Right.
And she was like, "I drank yesterday."
Side note, body cam videos are like some of my favorite things to watch. I love those so much.
Problematic.
Great. It is. Oh, are we rating out again?
We are not.
Oh, we're not rating out.
We are not rating out. It was very much a disappointing factor, but it wasn't that disappointing. But no, we're not rating out. We'll make it a selective thing.
All right, cool.
Ooh,
Call.
Where my cheese at? Where my cheese at?
Hey,
All right.
Hey.
So once again, full-fledged episode.
Yeah.
All right. If you didn't learn anything, you weren't listening. Just gonna state that. Um, please, please make sure that you get the following, get all your informations, do what you got to do. And when it comes down to decisions, there's two main ones you got to pay attention to.
Yes.
Macaroni and cheese is a main. It is not a side dish.
Correct.
It can be a side dish if it's made by people like the Sawdust Queen, who try to come for Chef Teeny. But when you make it right, it's a main. And the second part is that pineapple belongs on pizza.
Bye, y'all.
So
No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
It absolutely does.
I should have ended it right there.
Just you should have, but
Stay fresh, cheese bags.
it's always gonna be the number one choice.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.